For the Bloomington Flex, it is a position with which they are not familiar. They have lost 2 consecutive games for only the second time in franchise history. They've lost 4 games overall, and they are in a position now where they have to start doing some winning in order to get back on top of the MPBA standings and secure the first seed for the playoffs, which start in just a couple of weeks. On the flip side, the Gateway Steam, they have been idle since March 8th, but they have been winners of 4 consecutive games after losing 9 in a row. And Gateway comes into this game, despite being idle, as the hottest team in the MPBA. Welcome to Bloomington, Illinois. It's U.S. Cellular Coliseum for this afternoon's contest between the host Bloomington Flex and the Gateway Steam. I'm Craig Fada alongside my partner Jim Ahart. And Jim, this is a game of some contrasts, I think. The Bloomington Flex coming into this one, I don't want to say they're reeling a little bit, but they don't often lose consecutive games. And then Gateway Steam, they started off the season very slow. They made some roster additions, but they've come into this one, again, despite having sat idle since March 8th. They've won 4 in a row, and they've looked awfully good since the addition of Tarvin Gaines.
Well, when you take a look at the Bloomington Flex, I think you have to know, if you've seen the team all season long, it's the Bloomington Flex for the most part in the last couple of weeks beating the Bloomington Flex themselves. They have never gotten into any kind of continuity. I think at times they have even tried too hard. Even we've watched them get out of their game plan. As you just mentioned, the Gateway Steam with that little bit of a break, having that time off, evidently that has paid off for them. It goes again to what we've been talking about all season long. Up and down in this league, there is so much talent. There is so much closeness between these teams that regardless of what their record is, when 2 teams face each other in the MPBA, anything can happen.
Sure can, and maybe we'll see it happen today. It's going to be a good one. We've got a doubleheader here on the MPBA.com as the Chicago Force and Windy City Groove tangle at 4 o'clock up at the Kroc Center in Chicago. Alvin Washington will be on that call. We invite you to stick around after this one is over and jump over to that game and tune in on that one as well. Both the Chicago teams, Windy City and Chicago, are still alive for the playoffs. The Gateway Steam currently hold the 4th and final playoff position. Their destiny is in their own hands, just as the destiny is in the hands of the Bloomington Flex. When we come back, we will break this one down by the numbers, have a look at the starters. This is MPBA.com basketball. We're back in just a minute.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at the hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that. All right. Got it. Okay.
Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes in that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Oh, thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Illinois. It's the Bloomington Flex hosting the Gateway Steam. The Midwest Professional Basketball Association and its member teams are proud to partner with the Corporate Alliance to End Partner Violence and NoMore.org because nearly 13 million people are stalked or assaulted by their partners every year in the U.S. It's time to say no more to domestic violence and sexual assault. For more information on how to find support services or lend your voice to the cause, visit www.caepv.org or www.nomore.org. Well, Jim, coming into this one, the Bloomington Flex have lost 2 consecutive games for only the second time in the team's history, and we've had a chance to see each of the last couple of games. What do you think is wrong with the Flex right now?
Well, I think right now, I think it's to that stage of the season where, let's be honest, the Flex know that they've got a lot of talent on that team. They know up and down that bench that there is somebody that can take them out of their job at any time. As I mentioned in the pregame, the Flex, I feel, have almost beat themselves, especially in the last couple of weeks. You almost hate to say that they've become a little bit too overconfident, but in some cases that's what's happened. And I say that because we've watched them kind of lose focus of what they're trying to do offensively. And at times we've even seen Coach Wiley get on them and say, listen, this is not street ball. Now, when they go to that mentality, that means at times, Craig, they're trying too hard. Today is a great day to try to right the wrong because, as we know, up and down in the standings right now, there is no room for mistakes right now. And if the Flex want to play for a good standing in the postseason, they need to win from here on out, and there's not a lot of games left to do that in the season.
Yeah, in fact, you talk about the postseason standings. Right now, Bloomington sits in second behind the Champaign Swarm. The St. Louis River Sharks are in third, but St. Louis holds the tiebreaker over Bloomington. Bloomington holds the tiebreaker over Champaign. The Flex can finish anywhere from first to third in the standings right now. And so, you know, they really have to kind of get things buttoned up, and they've made some roster moves here in the last couple of weeks. They've signed a couple of players, David McKinney and Carl Montgomery. They joined the Flex before the last game. A.J. Hardiman they brought on, and the Flex just released Chris Colvin yesterday, and so he won't be with the team any longer this season. So they're trying to get things squared away for the stretch run. And you know, in talking with head coach Carl Wiley just a few moments ago, he said, yeah, you know, these guys, it seems like things have come a little bit too easy for them. And so we kind of took them out of their comfort zone a little bit this week. You're going to see them out of their comfort zone during the game. We're going to run. We're going to press for the first time this year. Anthony Slack will not be in the lineup today. He's battling several injuries. He's got a back. He's got a couple of knees. He's got some fingers. And, you know, they're going to rest the big fella, get him ready for the stretch run as well. Gateway, they're going to be without a couple of their bigger players. B.J. Benning and Will Kirksey did not make the trip today. So we'll see how this change in personnel really shakes things up for both teams.
Well, if you're a Bloomington Flex fan, you really don't want to see Slack out of that lineup. If you're a Bloomington Flex fan, you're also glad that he's today taking a rest because, as we just mentioned, right now everything you're doing is going for the postseason. And everybody knows Anthony's banged up, especially that hand. So from a fan standpoint, you don't want to see him sitting, but also from a realistic standpoint, you know he truly does need the rest because we're going to need the big guy down the stretch.
That's not going to be the only change in the starting lineup for the Flex, and we will talk about that in just a moment. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one head-to-head. The Flex come into this one 12-4. The Steam come in at 5-9, but they are winners of 4 in a row. They're the hottest team in the MPBA right now. The Flex 6-1 at home. The Steam 2-6 on the road. The Flex averaging 105.1 points per game offensively, giving up a league best 93.9 points per game defensively. The Steam 99.5 offensively. They give up about 108 points per game defensively. Leading the Flex in scoring is Justin Bocott at 26.3. That scoring average has been ticking downward a little bit, as I think the book is out a little bit on Justin Bocott. When he starts to handle the ball, you send a couple of people at him, make him uncomfortable, make him handle the ball, make him pass it, and he's not as effective as a scorer when you put a couple of bodies on him.
But on the other side of that, too, I think that the Flex and Bocott has known for a long time because we've watched him play since he was in high school. He knows that he's going to draw that help defense. When he does that, what does that do? That leaves somebody else open. The key is, can JB find that open man?
Yeah, and find him in a hurry, too. The leading scorer for the Steam is Tarvin Gaines. Now, you want to talk about somebody who's been effective. Tarvin, he joined the Gateway Steam on February 25th. In 3 games, he's averaged 34.7 points per game and 9.7 rebounds per game. His season high of 48 on March 8th against Windy City set a league record for points in a single game, and his scoring average would actually lead the MPBA, but he's not appeared in 70% of his team's games, so he is ineligible, and so Justin Bocott still the leading scorer in the MPBA. Leading rebounder for the Flex, Anthony Slack, he is out today at 11.0 per game. Tarvin Gaines leads the Steam at 9.7. Fabian Harris back in the lineup for his second game after receiving that broken hand. He averages 2.8 assists per game. Jake Anderson, the leading assist man for the Steam at 3.2. Slack, the leading blocker for the Flex, 2.7 per game. Tarvin Gaines at 1.3. Slack, the leading field goal shooter at 65.9. Tarvin Gaines at 70%. Trey Blue, leading free throw shooter. CJ Hampton, the leader from three-point range. Jake Anderson leading in both of those categories for this team. When we come back, we will talk about the starting lineups. This is the MPBA.com.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave?
But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that. It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sport.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. The Gateway Steam are pleased to announce their partnership with ATI. ATI is the official training partner of the Gateway Steam. They offer a variety of rehabilitation services from physical therapy and sports medicine to aquatic therapy. For more information, please visit their website at www.atipt.com. Lovely version of our national anthem sung by one of our game officials, Ronnie Jones, today.
Well, you know what? Come to a game of the MBPA and you never know what you're going to see, because I knew as soon as I saw Ronnie was singing that national anthem, I knew one of two things was going to happen. Everybody here was going to be shocked, and the coaches and the players were going to give him a rough way to go. And I mean, he didn't turn around and walk off the floor, and everybody was right there to greet him. But great job by Ronnie. And you know, he's a guy that we've known for a long time, and he has a lot of talents, and singing's one of them.
Ronnie does the anthem every so often here, so not a shock when Ronnie steps up, and he always does a great job. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for is the visiting Gateway Steam. At guard, number 15, Brandon Goss. He hasn't seen a lot of action this year, but he's going to be starting at guard, 6'2", 190 out of King University. Also at guard from Iowa State, 6'2", averaging 13.1 points per game. Number 3, Jake Anderson. At forward, their big man, point-wise and everything else-wise, 6'7", 225 from Jacksonville State. Number 22, averaging 34.7 points per game and 9.7 rebounds, Tarvin Gaines. Also at forward, 6'6", 200 from Northern Illinois, averaging 15.7 points per game. Number 40, Lee Fisher. And at forward, 6'7", 205 from Chowan University, averaging 4.6 points per game, number 42, Christopher Williams. Different looking starting lineup for the Bloomington Flex tonight. Starting at the point guard in place of Brad Carroll, we're going to see Trey Blue into the starting lineup for the first time, 6'3", 200 out of Illinois State, wearing number 25. Also in the backcourt, 6'4", 175 from Southern Illinois University and Bloomington High School, number 3, Justin Bocott. Also at guard, 6'4", 220 from William Penn, averaging 17.3 points per game, number 30, C.J. Hampton. At forward, starting in place of Anthony Slack, 6'8", 225 from Cal State Fullerton. He had a very good outing last time out, earning the start, number 22, Ray Miller. And the big man, 6'8", 235 from Bradley, averaging 8.4 points and 10.1 rebounds per game, number 24, Matt Sally. Our officials tonight, in addition to the aforementioned Ronnie Jones, we have Jerry Middleton and Chad Sutton.
Well, you take a look at the addition as you talk to the starting lineup of Ray Miller. It wasn't just the last game that's got him this job. I love the play of Ray Miller. I think the style that he plays is going to fit in perfect with the starting lineup crew. Again, it goes back to Slack not being in this ball game here tonight for Bloomington, but Ray Miller has played amazing here in the last few weeks. You kind of skimmed over it a little bit, and I know that the fans kind of caught on to it last time, but the addition of Hardiman and Montgomery, you want to talk about two guys that put on the uniform and stepped right on the floor and made an impact with the team, even though it was for a losing cause. I love the addition of those two guys and what they've done for the Bloomington Flex.
Yeah, Carl Montgomery in his initial outing for the Flex scored 17 points the other night against the St. Louis River Sharks.
Coach Wiley still giving a little editorial on the ice being underneath the floor. It's going to be a little bit cold here at the Coliseum.
We are underway here at U.S. Cellular Coliseum. Flex win the tip. Bocott, right side to Blue.
Go through.
Working a little two-man game around Ray Miller. Pick and roll. Ray pops from 16, and that's good. Good start for Ray Miller.
Well, watch that Miller-Gaines matchup all night long. That's going to be a tough one.
Now Gaines driving off the glass. That won't go. Rebound tip to Bocott.
What do I see? What do I see?
Justin driving, kicking it out to Blue. Three-pointer on the way. Doesn't get the shooter's roll. Trey has not shot well from three-point range this year.
Who comes up with it.
Yeah, Ray Miller gets the rebound, but he steps on the end line.
There is something about the play of Ray Miller. First of all, you can just tell that he loves the game, but there is just something electric. I don't want to call him the Energizer Bunny, but he bounces off the floor. There's something about him.
Now a three ball on the way from Jake Anderson. That rattles out. Rebound Bocott. Just underway. Flex lead 2-0. Justin baseline over the outstretched arms of the defense. Shot won't go. Sally gets the rebound. He misses, but a foul is called. The foul is going to be on Christopher Williams, his first. Talked about the outside shooting of Trey Blue, who comes into this game 3 of 23 from beyond the arc, so teams are going to leave him alone like he's got germs when he's got the ball outside the arc. If you leave him alone, though, he'll drive on you, though.
He can. It's being able to recognize when he has that opportunity, and I think that plays into a big part of the Flex offense.
Now Ray goes to the hoop, follows up, and he gets it to go. Good start for Ray Miller. He's already got his season average.
There's just, the play of Ray Miller is going to be fun to watch as the rest of this season concludes.
Now Fisher driving on Sally, step back jumper from outside the right elbow, and that's good. Nice shot by Lee Fisher.
Driving kick. If you don't have your layup, that's a layup.
Sally with the tip. That won't go, but Ray Miller's there again.
Keep doing it.
It's the Ray Miller show so far. He's got all 6 Flex points. Now Anderson into the corner. Long jump shot on the way. They're going to say that was only a 2 for Brandon Goss, and it's 6-4 Flex. Bocott.
You can use them.
Working on Goss, around the screen by Sally. Kicks out to Blue, now into the corner for Hampton. Steps around his defender, shoots. That's no good. Rebound to Gateway.
All tied up.
Tarvin Gaines at the other end, and we are indeed tied at 6. 9:31 to play.
Go through! Come through!
Now Sally low block left side, works his way in, has his shot blocked, but he's fouled. I think they're going to get Christopher Williams for his second. No, they're going to say that's Tarvin Gaines, his first.
Well, here we go again. The Flex are going to find themselves at the line. And this has been a kind of an area of their game, Craig, where they have struggled a little bit. And I know they've worked on it in practice, but it's a difference between practice and game time.
Sally, a 43% free throw shooter, comfortable that time.
Yes! That's where you make them, kiddo. Yes, sir.
Sally can't get the second one to go.
Let's see if the Flex can stop on defense. So far, the last couple of times down the floor for the Steam, they've kind of had their way offensively. Let's see if the Flex can put something together defensively.
Nice pick and roll offensively, but the Flex come away with it. The defense rotated over and trapped them along the baseline. C.J. Hampton now accelerates to the bucket. That won't go, but there's Matt Sally.
Matt Sally, you know, just that's that silent player out there that just does all the intangibles. Great follow-up.
Now the kick out to Gaines. Left-hander shot is good. Talked to Darrell Robinson before the game about Tarvin Gaines, and he said, boy, I got lucky to get him. He said, came out through a friend of a friend. He was playing in the Mexican League. The high-level Mexican League, didn't like it down there and suddenly became available. A friend of mine sent me some film. I looked at it and said, get him here now.
Well, you know why why that league is so rough? Because you can't drink the water.
Could very well be. Now a three on the way. That missed badly. I don't think that was tipped. I mean, that was 4 feet short. So Miller sits down. And Carl Montgomery is in. Montgomery, a acrobatic move along the baseline, gets his first bucket, and it's 11-8 in favor of the Flex.
Montgomery, that style of player that just fits in very, very well with what the Bloomington Flex try to do offensively.
Goss shoots over Montgomery. That's no good. Flex have some numbers right now. Hardiman goes up, gets fouled from behind, beg your pardon, that's Montgomery, gets hacked and puts it in. Boy, that was a strong move by Montgomery.
That was a quick pass by Matt Sally, and a heads up because you're right, Montgomery was wide open there on that right side, and Sally read it.
And that was good awareness by Carl Montgomery because that was a quick touch pass from Matt Sally.
Yes,
Sally could easily have gone up himself and gotten an easy bucket. But great movement, ball movement by the Flex when they recognized they had numbers.
Again, it goes down to timing, and Montgomery seems like he just has fit right in with this team and has come in, and you would think he's played with them all season long.
Montgomery can't complete the three-point play, but it's 13-8. Now Gaines has his shot blocked by Montgomery, but he's going to draw the foul, his first.
Yeah, Gaines went up. Montgomery right there and going to make him earn it from the line. You know, that's one thing we really didn't talk about as far as the Flex having such depth on that bench. And you talk about they did have a deep bench already, but then when you go and you add the likes of the McKinney and then the Montgomery and the Hardiman, my goodness, you just made the good better.
13-10 in favor of the Flex, 7:20 to play first quarter. Flex just had their biggest lead of the game a moment ago at 5. Now Blue feeding Montgomery. Montgomery works his way in, scoop layup. Wow, tough shot by Carl Montgomery.
Well, there is Mr. Montgomery again.
Had a chance to see Montgomery play last year in another league, and he's a good player. Now Gaines muscles his way in, and it's 15-12.
Well, they need to find a way to stop Gaines.
foul is going to be on Brandon Goss, his first. Matt Sally will go to the free throw line.
And by squeezing, Carl, you're going to get right on him. Get right on his bottom.
Sally's high arching free throw is no good.
Good rotation on the ball. It looked good when it left his hands.
Nets the second, and it's 16-12. 6:53 to play first quarter. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuning in from on the MPBA.com. Bocott muscles the rebound. Now the flex running again. Blue kicks it out to Bocott. Bocott airballs that one. Now the pass ahead to Gaines. And he's fouled by Trey Blue. That'll be the first on Trey.
That was a nice pass by Raymond Jarrett.
It sure
he
was.
Put the thread on that one.
He made it look a lot easier than that pass actually was.
Yeah, because there was a lot of traffic.
First free throw by Gaines is good. He's a 74% free throw shooter on the season.
Again, Gaines, the person to stop right now for the Steam.
Hey, he's already got 9 points, make it 10.
And just a 2-point lead right now for the Bloomington Flex, and the Steam finding a way back in.
Now Montgomery tied up. It'll be a jump ball. Fabian Harris getting set to check in for the Flex, as is A.J. Hardiman. David McKinney, the new signee from Lemoyne Owen. He scored 7 points in his debut the other night. Trey Blue, C.J. Hampton, and Matt Sally sit down.
Let's go.
Flex win the tip, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Gateway ball.
Well, again, the luxury of this deep bench for the Flex, you can kind of get your starters a little bit of some rest.
Anderson gets stripped by Fabian Harris on the way up and loses it out of bounds. It's going to be Flex ball. Nice hands by Fabian.
Yeah, that's what Fabian gives you on defense. He does have those quick hands, and he will cause some problems for opponents.
Harris kicks out to Hardiman. I beg your pardon, that's Montgomery. Now Harris in the corner, 10 to shoot. Fabian drives baseline, kicks it out to McKinney. McKinney drives, puts up the floater, and that's good. 18-14 Flex, 5:40 to play. Now Jarrett into the game for Gateway. Flex pull it away. Fabian Harris comes away with the steal. And he calls timeout. So we'll take timeout here at U.S. Cellular Coliseum. 18-14, 5:36 to play, first quarter.
Yeah.
18-14, 5:36 to play at U.S. Cellular Coliseum. Flex nursing a 4-point lead.
The Gateway Steam is pleased to announce its partnership with Center Street St. Louis Center. It is the official practice facility of the St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateway Stream, and offers different sports leagues, including basketball and baseball. For more information on Center St. Louis, please visit their website at www.centerstl.com.
Back to the action here. Flex ball. They're up by 4, 5:33 to play, first quarter. Hardiman to McKinney.
Yep.
Trying to find AJ on the block. He's guarded by Gaines. Hardiman muscles his way in, goes to the glass, won't go. Rebound pulled out of there by Raymond Jarrett. Now Gaines bowls over Fabian Harris in the lane. A whistle, but that had nothing to do with Fabian getting bowled over. Foul's going to be on David McKinney, his first.
Now Brandon McGill will go to line to try to cut into this Flex lead.
McGill, a 75.4% free throw shooter. Played his collegiate ball at the University of East London.
What are their mascot?
Probably the Bulldogs. The Bombers, maybe.
Come
on, Mr. Google, why don't you look it up?
I dressed up just for you.
18-16.
Come on, man.
McGill hits them both.
Here we go.
How to Win Officials and Influence People by Carnell Wiley. He is the master.
Bocop, the crossover, goes to the glass. That won't go. Now here come the Steam, looking to tie. Jarrett gives it up to Fisher.
Good defense by the Flex.
Fisher driving. Has to shoot it up over Hardiman. That won't go. The tip won't go, but they're going to get McKinney, I think.
David, you did exactly what you needed to do. Get in that body.
Oh, they're going to say it was on Raymond Jarrett. Yeah.
I was going to say maybe McKinney you saw something.
Well, I saw Jarrett kind of come out of there awkwardly, but McKinney was the one who had position, so that was a good call.
Yeah, it was Jarrett over the back,
Yeah.
and when it actually was going down, I thought that that was going to be the call, but maybe I missed something. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, Mr. Feda.
So McKinney to the free throw line. He was 1 of 2.
And he misses the first. See if McKinney can hit the second. And he does.
19-16 in favor of the Flex.
Don't hurt your man.
Now Jarrett, he gets sandwiched. Good defense by the Flex. Rebound by Brandon McGill. He kicks it out to Fisher. Now Gaines for 3. That's short. Rebound tapped around, and Hardiman comes away with it.
And a nice pass ahead.
Harris. Yeah.
Wow.
Back to a 5-point lead. Flex ball again. Fabian gets it poked away from behind, but they're going to say that's a foul. It's Ray Miller getting set to check back in. Foul's on Brandon McGill.
Good.
You know, the key all season long for the Flex has been how they have controlled the game, the tempo and the clock, everything. The last couple of weeks hasn't been that way. You'll start to see that again coming as the postseason comes along for the Flex, because they are masters of manipulating the game, and when they are in control, there's nobody that can beat them. But as the fans have seen here in the last couple of weeks, they haven't had a lot of control, and a lot of that is not just because of the opponents that they're playing, but a lot of it is their self-destruction of themselves.
Both free throws good, 23-16, biggest lead of the game for the Flex. Now Fisher, back iron, no good, rebound Fabian Harris. Flex looking to extend.
Again, the Flex have to be controlling the rebounding game here.
And
in
an
this
offensive foul on Ray Miller for setting the moving screen.
McKinney with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Yeah, that was
the defensive pressure, yeah. Forces the pass to go out of bounds. Now the Flex turn it over. Here comes Terrell Williams. Knifes between a pair of Flex defenders, misses the layup. Now Fabian leaves it for Carl Montgomery, and he goes off the glass and in. Montgomery's got 8. It's 25-16, 9-point lead now for the Flex, their biggest of the game.
How about the last 5 possessions for the Steam? Nothing. Stuck on 16 for a while.
Fouls on David McKinney, his second. Timeout on the floor, so we'll take one as well. 2:58 to play first quarter. Flex lead by 9.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. The Flex leading 25-16, 2:58 to play in the first quarter. You know, I've been doing extensive research here and really can't find a nickname for the University of East London.
You know, that's kind of the way it is. You're like that dog that you say squirrel and you're off. Boy, I've mentioned that mascot and you've been all over it, even while you're doing the game. I'm impressed, my friend. The Midwest Professional Basketball Association and its members are proud to partner with the Corporate Alliance to End Partner Violence and NoMore.org, because nearly 13 million people are stalked or assaulted by their partners every year. For more information on how to find support services or lend your voice to the cause, visit www.caepv.org.
Ray Miller picking up his second foul away from the ball. Tarvin Gaines will go to the free throw line.
And again, a little bit of a different look with Brad Carroll out on the floor for the Flex.
Free throw short by Gaines. I think we're just going to say they don't have a mascot.
Fair enough. The players. Maybe that's what they were called.
Could be. I like the Bulldogs. Of course, I think every team in Great Britain would be the Bulldogs.
Or some variation.
Or the Lions or something along those lines. Second free throw is good. It's 25-17. Now Bocott drives, gets his shot blocked, but a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Jarrett. It is. That's his second.
That was a strong foul. Again, Bocott's going to find himself. The more that he goes to the bucket, they're going to foul him and make him earn those, and he's going to find himself at the charity stripe a little bit more.
Free throw by Bocott is up and good. Justin on the season, a 70.3% free throw shooter. Chris Williams into the game now, Chris Babbitt, beg your pardon, into the game for the Steam. As we said, the Steam making this trip without a couple of their big players. B.J. Benning and Will Kirksey did not make the trip today.
How about JB nailing them both?
Yeah, his first 2 points of the game. A 10-point lead for the Flex. 2:36 to play. Now Brandon McGill gets by Brad Carroll. Shot's good, and they're going to get Carroll on the foul, his first. Brad struggles with some of the faster point guards in this league. He's a great shooter, and he's an excellent ball handler, but sometimes struggles on defense with some of the quicker players. Three-point play is good. 27-20, 2.5 minutes to play.
Well, the Steam right there with the flex here in this first quarter.
Blue gets his shot blocked by Curtis Mosley Jr. I beg your pardon, that was not Mosley. That was Gaines. So it's going to be Blue jumping against Gaines. Gaines at 6'7", Blue at 6'3".
Steal it. Steal it.
That was a great play.
It was. Trey Blue didn't even jump. He knew where Gaines was going to go with the tip, so he didn't jump. He went over to where the tip was going. Not sure exactly what the ruling on that was.
Well, they got the player jumping and can't touch the ball. So essentially he's jumping to himself.
Both of them are right there.
27-22 as Fisher scores. He's got 4 now. Bocott dealing at the top of the key. Now Carroll in the corner, spots up, fires. That's no good. Rebound Babbitt. Wholesale changes coming in for the flex. Williams to Fisher, driving in on Sally, gets past him. Shot blocked by Bocott, but they're going to call a foul on Justin. First foul on JB. Central Illinois Orthopedic Surgery and the Neuro Ortho Rehab Center are proud to be the official surgical and rehab facilities for Flex Basketball. Dr. Brett Keller and his partners pledge to provide the highest quality of orthopedic and preventative care possible, as well as offering the best rehabilitation services in the area. Central Illinois Orthopedic Surgery and the Neuro Ortho Rehab Center, keeping the muscle in Flex Basketball. Bocott, Blue, Sally, and Carroll sit down. Both free throws good, and just like that, it's a 27-24 game.
Yeah, these team are keeping right in pace with the flex here in this first quarter.
Look! Now Hampton spins baseline, has his shot blocked. Here come the Steam.
What a spin move by Fisher.
Fisher goes glass, and it's a 1-point game now. 27-26. Great move by Lee Fisher. Flex opened it up to 10, but just like that, the Steam have gone on a 9-0 run of their own. Harris, nobody's moving offensively. Now Hampton right baseline. Works his way into the lane, up and under move. Off the glass won't go. Steam can take the lead on this possession inside of a minute. Alley-oop to Babbitt.
How about the lead?
Yep. So with 51 seconds left, Gateway takes their first lead of the game. Flex miss again. Now another Babbitt layup. And it's 30-27. McKinney. 10 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Hampton shoots for 3. That's no good. Rebound poked out of there by Hardiman, and the Flex get a fresh 24. Actually, they didn't get a fresh 24 because the game clock was inside of 24. Ball goes out of bounds with 12.6 left. Inbound pass tipped by Babbitt all the way
right here, save.
to Coach Carl Wiley.
But if he missed it, I was right there. I had his back. All right, the reflexes are still there, Fade. I want you to know. I won't let a loose ball hit you in the head.
Now Hampton to inbound. Gets it back. Now he loses it. It's going to be a foul on Chris Babbitt. That's his first. 8.6 to play. The Flex trail by 3 now.
Now CJ will go to the line to try to cut into that Steam lead.
Well, the Flex seemingly had it in cruise control at 27-17, and a 13-0 run by Gateway.
You know, there's just so much talent that's on this team that you can see why that they are making the run that they are at this stage of the season. A lot of great basketball players.
6 seconds to play. And now a foul is going to be called on A.J. Hardiman. That's his first. So Gateway will go to the free throw line. It's going to be Raymond Jarrett. Beg your pardon, that's Terrell Williams. Comes up short. 2.5 seconds to play. Flex may get a shot off here. Second free throw up and good. Fabian gets a shot off, it won't go. And that's how the first quarter is going to end. 31-29 in favor of the Gateway Steam. We are back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick. True that, true that. All right, got it. Okay.
Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes and that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Oh, thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave?
But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that. It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, where the Gateway Steam used a 14-2 run over the final 2 minutes of the first quarter to take a 31-29 lead. Tarvin Gaines leading all scorers with 11 points. Lee Fisher has 8 for Gateway. Brandon McGill 5, Chris Babbitt 4, Brandon Goss 2, Terrell Williams 1. Carl Montgomery leading the flex with 8, Ray Miller 6, Matt Sally 4, Fabian Harris 4, David McKinney 3, Justin Bocott and C.J. Hampton each have 2. Leading rebounder for Gateway, Raymond Jarrett with 3, Matt Sally and Justin Bocott 2 apiece for the flex.
Well, these Steam have really come rolling back here against the flex, and a kind of a little bit of a challenge pulled in by Coach Wiley there in between the quarters.
Now a floater in the lane by Brandon McGill. That's good. Blue around the screen from Sally. Bounce pass into Sally. He goes glass, and that's good.
That's the foul, the first hack. That was the first ball hack.
Now back to just a 2-point lead for the Steam.
McGill wheeling and dealing into the corner now for Mosley. He kicks it out. 3 on the way from Babbitt. That's good. No, they're going to say that's only a 2. 35-31. Bocott, high right side. He attacks, now gives it up to Sally. Into the corner for Hampton. CJ, baseline. He gets fouled. Shot won't go, but he'll go to the line.
That was a nice, strong baseline drive by C.J. Hampton, recognizing that that's what the defense was giving him. And he took off, and of course, now going to go to the line, try to cut into this Gateway lead.
Foul's going to be on Chris Babbitt, his second. C.J. Hampton, a 73.7% free throw shooter,
Good.
gets the first one to go.
Good job, C.
C.J. hits them both, and it's 35-33 Gateway. Terrell Williams bringing it up court, accelerates. Has a shot blocked by Ray Miller, but the putback is good by Lee Fisher.
That's just it. That ain't CJ. He helped.
Sally, left side, working his way in, muscles it up and in.
That was just a power move by Matt Sally.
And now it looks like Lee Fisher has injured a finger, and Darrell Robinson takes timeout. We'll keep it here.
The St. Louis River Sharks and Gateway Steam are pleased to announce partnership with Regis. Regis is the official space partner for the St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateway Steam, and is home to our league offices. For more information, please log on to www.regus.com for information about office space rentals.
37-35 Gateway Steam over the Bloomington Flex.
This is like Christmas.
We've got a doubleheader in the MPBA today. Up in Chicago, it's the Windy City Groove and the Chicago Force for the fourth and final time this year in the Crosstown Showdown. Kick out into the corner, three on the way from C.J. Hampton. Bang! C.J. Hampton.
Well, on that three-pointer, the Flex take the lead back by one.
McGill answers at the other end.
And just that quick, the Steam take it back.
Now Bocott in traffic, can't get it to go, and the Steam are running again. Mosley to Gaines. Spin move by Gaines, won't go. Gets his own rebound, though. Good work by Tarvin Gaines around Ray Miller. I think Ray was just kind of anticipating that ball was going to end up in his lap, and Tarvin Gaines just went and got it.
Well, Gaines has been the catalyst here in this first half for the Steam.
Now Sally's short jump shot won't go. 2-on-1 for Gateway, and the lay-in by Terrell Williams is good. Biggest lead of the game now for the Steam at 5, 43-38.
And again,
briefly took a lead at 38-37.
It's a defensive breakdown by the Flex, just in a matter of the first couple minutes here of the second quarter.
Bocott tried to get it to C.J. Hampton, but the ball goes off of the foot of a Steam player. It's going to remain Flex ball. They're going to put 14 on the shot clock. Blue to inbound, gets it to Miller. 10 to shoot. Bocott, right wing. Quick move into the lane. Hop, skip, puts it up with the right hand, won't go. Hampton fighting for the rebound, saved by Mosley. And now the Steam looking to extend their 5-point lead. Kicked out from McGill. Now here comes Mosley, three on the way. That's short. Rebound Ray Miller.
And the Flex wasting no time getting up the floor.
Looking at Lee Fisher getting his hand worked on. I don't know if he's going to be back. He's got it wrapped pretty heavily, and they're going to be putting ice on it. Here come the Steam again. Layup won't go, but that's going to be a foul on the Flex. It's going to be on Trey Blue, his second.
Well, you'd already said that the Steam were shorthanded with Benning and Kirksey both not making the trip. So now with Fisher out with that injury, that makes that roster even shorter for Coach Robinson.
Free throw is up and good, 44-38. McKinney and Montgomery check in for Miller and Sally. Jake Anderson back in for Gateway.
I'd like to know what edition of Nike shoes those are. Are those the Gators, the alligators with the teeth on them? I don't know if you noticed those or not. Those are very interesting.
45-38, biggest lead of the game for Gateway, 7 points. 8:04 to play, second quarter. Now Hampton baseline, driving, muscling it up and in.
Well, the key word there was muscle, and then that's exactly what CJ did to power that one in, pull it to within 5.
Now Mosley has his shot blocked by Bocott. At the other end, shot blocked. Gateway running again. Now McKinney gets called for the foul. Tarvin Gaines is going to go up. That's the third foul on McKinney. Gaines will go to the free throw line.
Gaines has been at the line. It's been a physical game for him down low.
Free throws up and in. Goss and Jarrett back in for the Steam. Both free throws good. McKinney to Bocott, right wing, looking for Hampton, fighting for position with Babbitt. Muscles his way in again. Shot won't go, but draws the foul. That's going to be foul number 3 on Chris Babbitt.
Well, you start to see some of the players for the roster on Coach Darrell Robinson's team that getting into a little foul trouble, and as we've talked about with Fisher being out now with the hand injury, and we're not sure really what that is. But it, as you mentioned, he's heavily wrapped up, and of course being iced right now, it doesn't look like he will return. Then your players get into foul trouble. It's got to be a little bit of a concern to Coach Darrell Robinson and his team right now with a 7-point lead.
Get back!
47-41, 7:10 to play.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul called. They're going to say it was on Christopher Williams, his third. Hampton, left side again. Up strong by C.J. Hampton. Wow.
A 3-point play the hard way.
Yeah,
C.J.
Tarvin
Hampton.
Gaines draws the foul, his second.
Correction for 42.
Beg your pardon. The foul was on Williams. They're going to say that's his third. 3-point play by Hampton is complete. We're back to a 3-point game at 47-44. Now Jarrett has his shot blocked. That was Montgomery on the block. Now he spins his way up. Long 2-pointer won't go. Now pass by Trey Blue, intercepted by Gateway. Jarrett. Wow, Trey Blue, I think, tried to hold him up from behind.
A great position by David McKinney.
Wow, the flex got away with one there. Jarrett gets called for the offensive foul, his third. Trey Blue tried to tie him up from behind. The officials did not see it. And then Jarrett careens into a flex defender and gets called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, that was David McKinney. A great position by McKinney, and the bench for the flex came up after that play was called.
Who's 10 guarding? Who is 10 guarding? We're staying in the lane.
Now Hampton goes glass and won't go. Now Jake Anderson's shot is off. Flex running. They've got numbers. Bocott flips it up, won't go, but he draws the foul. That's going to be on Gaines. That is his second. Timeout on the floor, so we will take it as well. 47-44 Gateway. We're back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum, Craig Fata, Jim Ahart. Gateway leading 47-44. Gateway closed out the first quarter on a 14-2 run. Flex took the lead back with 10:08 to play in the second quarter on a three-pointer by C.J. Hampton, but Gateway answered right back, extended it back out to 7, and now it's back down to 3.
Well, Flex Basketball is proud to partner with 5.com this season. 5.com provides state-of-the-art data, facilities, security, and stable website or app hosting for any scale. A5 invites you to see if A5 is what you need to get your website and app to the next level.
Bocott to the free throw line. Up and in.
Pulls the Flex to within 2. Let's see if Bocott can get it even closer.
Williams, Terrell Williams in for Christopher Williams. Bocott nets them both, and it's down to a 1-point lead. 5:54 to play.
Well, let's see if the Flex can put the defensive clamps down on the Steam on this possession.
Oh, and a beautiful play. Brandon McGill wide open. Nicely designed play by Darrell Robinson. Finds Brandon McGill on the feed. Goes up for the easy bucket. Now C.J. Hampton pops. That's good. Tough shot by C.J. Hampton over Terrell Williams. Gaines, baseline, cut off. And now Terrell Williams finds the pass from Gaines. 51-48.
I don't know what it is that the Steam have found out offensively about the Flex, but they have had their success.
Now Hampton again right in the face of Terrell Williams. 51-50, and CJ's got 17 already. Hampton's feeling it. Williams around the screen. Good defense by Montgomery. Good no call, I think. Bocott behind the back dribble. Accelerates, goes to the glass. That won't go. Beautiful move by Justin Bocott, just was unable to finish. Now a three on the way from Jake Anderson, and that's good right in Justin Bocott's face. 54-50.
Hey!
Oh, it was 51-50 just a moment ago.
Yeah.
Missed my Van Halen reference.
Run down the middle. Down the middle. Down the middle. Three guarding. Who is three guarding?
Now Hampton pops again. That won't go. Goss with the rebound. Ahead to McGill. Loses the handle, somehow keeps it. Now Gaines back to McGill. Up and under, won't go. Rebound Bocott. Kick out to Blue. Blue hop, skip, won't go. Rebound back tapped, and now a foul called.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Gonna be a loose ball foul on Jake Anderson, his first.
That puts Montgomery back at the line.
The official word on Lee Fisher. He will not be back. His hand is bandaged in ice. They're evaluating him for a possible fracture.
There you go, Carl.
You hate to hear that for
Fisher was having a great season. Averaging almost 16 points a game. Second free throw rattles out for Montgomery.
Good hustle by Bocott.
Bocott gets it back. Back to a 1-point lead. 54-53. Flex get the ball back and call timeout. So the Flex have a chance to take the lead with 3:22 to play. We'll keep it here.
A great defensive flurry. The Gateway Steam is pleased to announce its partnership with Arch City Sports. Arch City Sports will be providing pre- and post-game press releases after each game, as well as interesting articles about the Steam. You can like them on Facebook. You can follow them on Twitter at Arch City Sports, or head to their website at www.archcitysports.com.
And don't forget, Cheeks Bar and Grill in Bloomington is the official Road Watch headquarters for Flex Basketball, located in Tawanda Plaza. And featuring some of the best food and drink specials in town, Cheeks shows every Flex road game live and in high definition on their 80-inch flat screen. Cheeks Bar and Grill, a proud partner with Flex Basketball. Now Sally from in close, that won't go. Rebound, tapped around. Flex can't get the lead on that possession. Now McGill.
I thought it was a travel, but they're a foul? Is that what he...
No. Did not see a signal. They were just resetting the shot clock. Yeah, there was no foul call there.
Okay.
So McGill into Williams. Now inside to Gaines. Step back, jump shot. Nothing but net for Tarvin. Boy, the Flex have got it to within one on 3 different occasions, but Gateway has not let them get over the hump. Now Fabian Harris to Justin Bocott. Had Sally on the roll. Now Bocott with the floater. Little wedgie ball. It's going to be a jump ball. That'll be after we come back. Timeout on the floor. We will take it as well. 56-53 Steam on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sport.
Bloomington Flex looked like they were going to run away with it in the first quarter, opening up a 10-point lead at 27-17, but the Gateway Steam and Darrell Robinson and Tarvin Gaines said no, sir. They closed out the first quarter on a 14-2 run and have held the lead most of the way since. They now have a 3-point lead at 56-53. Flex took the lead back briefly on a three-pointer by C.J. Hampton at the 10:08 mark of the second quarter. Right now it's going to be a jump ball after the shot by Justin Bocott got wedged between the cylinder and the glass.
And you can just tell that kind of play is really frustrating Justin, and you don't want to fall farther into that trap. Justin has got to play his way out of the slump.
Sally wins the tip. Yeah, Justin only with 6 points tonight.
But we've seen him turn that around in a matter of minutes.
Fabian Harris. Bad pass, stolen by Brandon McGill. Now Goss has his shot blocked by Matt Sally. It goes out of bounds off of Goss himself, and that's going to be Flex ball.
That was nice defense by Matt Sally.
Yeah, Bocott helped out as well.
41.
Now Bocott. Right wing, crossover. Goes to the glass, throws it up over his head, and a circus shot by Justin Bocott, and he draws the foul on Tarvin Gaines.
You see how quick that can turn around? What a shot by JB.
That was a circus Michael Jordan-esque. Knew he was drawing the foul, so he flipped it up over his head backwards, and JB can tie it here.
Let's see if that doesn't ignite the Flex.
Yeah, it does. 56 all with 2:19 to play. Wow, what a shot by Justin Bocott. Now Gateway at the other end, kick out, and an offensive foul on Brandon McGill. He kicked it out, but
that is the second time that McKinney has been in place. I'm telling you, he has done a great job here in this first half.
So that's 2 fouls on McGill. Raymond Jarrett has 3. Tarvin Gaines now with 3, and
that's what we
Chris
talked
Babbitt
about.
has 3, and Christopher Williams has 3.
That has to be a big concern to Coach Robinson as they go into halftime.
He's without Benning and Kirksey, and now without Lee Fisher for the remainder of the game. Three-pointer goes off the top of the backboard. Inside of 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Williams bringing it up on blue. McKinney and Anderson are battling now. Anderson working on McKinney. He has to step back over David.
Wow.
Shot won't go, but the tough putback by Tarvin Gaines gives Gateway the lead back at 58-56.
Gaines has had an unbelievable first half, 19 points.
Now Fabian. Beautiful pass underneath to Matt Sally, and we're tied back up at 58. Nice drive and dish by Fabian Harris to find Matt Sally streaking toward the basket. Minute 10 to play, second quarter. Now McGill into the corner. 3 on the way, that's good. Jake Anderson bangs that one home. And it's a steam 3-point lead inside of a minute. Now into the corner. McKinney, the floater. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Tarvin Gaines. Ahead to Anderson. Now another 3 on the way. Bang! Brandon McGill hits that one. Just like that, it's a 6-point lead. Back-to-back 3-pointers.
And you'll see the Flex kind of slow it down, set it up just a little bit.
Now Fabian tries to leave it for Bocott. And gets tied up.
Again, good hustle by the Steam on defense, going after those loose balls.
So it's going to be Fabian Harris jumping against Brandon McGill. What defense by Bocott to get back and disrupt the initial layup, but the follow is there by Terrell Williams. 66-58. It's an 8-point lead.
It's not going to be a good locker room for the Flex.
Now Fabian Harris off glass. Now a three-pointer at the buzzer is no good, and that's how the first half is going to end. 66-60 on a little burst there at the end of the second quarter. Three-pointers back-to-back for the Steam. Give them a 66-60 lead. Flex looked like they were going to run away with this one, partner. They went up 27-17 in that first quarter, and then all of a sudden Gateway goes on a 14-2 run. Flex took the lead at 10:08 of the second quarter on a three-pointer by C.J. Hampton. Justin Bocott tied it up again at 56 on a circus three-point play. Gateway answered, tied up at 58 again, and then back-to-back three-pointers by the Steam gave them an 8-point lead before Fabian Harris hit toward the end of the quarter. That's where it stands now, 66-60 in favor of the Gateway Steam. When we come back, we will talk about the first half. We will have a review of the first half statistics and see what both teams need to do in order to have success in the second half, as well as talk about today's second matchup in our doubleheader. This is the MPBA on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave? But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that. It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick. True that, true that. All right, okay.
Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes and let your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. It's a 66-60 lead for the Gateway Steam over the Bloomington Flex. We talked about it in the first half, Jim. It seemed like Bloomington was going to start to run away with this one. They opened up a 10-point lead, and then all of a sudden Tarvin Gaines decided to catch fire.
Well, I'm going to tell you what you can see, and we saw in that first half exactly why the Gateway Steam are the hottest team in the league right now, because they really kind of took control, and they did. They got down early, but boy, they came charging back. The thing I think that's standing out to me at halftime, you got 3 of those players for the Flex that just kind of haven't gotten into their groove yet. Justin Bocott comes to mind. Bocott kind of frustrated with his play, and once he gets it, he's got to find a way to get out of that slump.
Yeah, the teams around the MPBA, I think, are starting to get a little bit of a scouting report on Bocott. Make him dribble in traffic. That's not what he's most comfortable doing. Make him go through traffic in the air. And you'll make life difficult for Justin because he does tend to get frustrated once in a while, and we've seen that here today. He's only got, I believe, 6 points in that first half.
He does. Oh, no, 9 points.
When we come back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum, Jim Ahart's going to have a recap of the first half statistically. This is the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
No.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sport.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave?
But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that.
It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
Welcome back to the Flex and Steam on the MPBA. At halftime, the Gateway Steam leading by 6, 66-60. Craig Fada, Jim Ahart, and a whole host of hardworking others behind the scenes. We take a look at the halftime stats. As we mentioned before we went to a break, 3 players for the Gateway Steam in double figures. Brandon McGill with 14. You had Lee Fisher with 10 and Tarvin Gaines with 19. The situation with that is Lee Fisher possibly fractured his hand in that first half. So the play of Lee Fisher is going to be non-effective there in this second half. You take a look at the scoring for the Bloomington Flex. The leading scorer for the Flex was number 30. It was C.J. Hampton. He had 17 points. Right behind him was Matt Sally with 10. Those are the only 2 players in double figures. David McKinney with 3, Justin Bocott with 9, Harris with 6, Miller with 6, and Montgomery with 9 as well. Kind of a rough field goal shooting for the Flex as well, 43% in that first half, where the Gateway Steam were shooting 55%. Breakdown for the other scoring. We talked about the 3 scorers that had double figures in the first half for the Steam, and McGill, Gaines, and Fisher. But otherwise, Anderson had 6. You had Goss with 2, Williams with 9, Babbitt with 6, and that just about does it for you. You take a look at free throw shooting, and as close as this one is, 6 points. Free throws in the second half are going to be crucial. The Flex doing a great job shooting 17 of 24 from the line, while the Gateway Steam were 15 of 20. So the free throws going to be a little bit of a factor. And with the play of the Gateway Steam, as we've mentioned, the Gateway Steam have shown why they are the hottest team in the league. And the Flex, again, have to find a way, Craig, to get themselves out of the funk that they were in the first half, and really they've been in the last 3 games, and turn it around and play Bloomington style of basketball like they know they can.
A couple of other numbers that really jump out at me, Jim. The Gateway Steam out-rebounded the Flex 26-19 in that first half, so a 7 rebounding edge for the Steam. That doesn't often happen.
No, it does not.
Flex. I mean, I know the Flex are missing Anthony Slack, but they've still got Matt Sally out there. He had, I think, 4 rebounds in that first half. He did. He had 4. But Gateway, they're without a couple of their bigger players. B.J. Benning and Will Kirksey did not make the trip. Tarvin Gaines has 7 rebounds. Raymond Jarrett has 5 for them in that first half. So it's their smaller guys that are doing the dirty work and getting the rebounds. The other number that jumped out at me was the Gateway Steam bench. They've outplayed the Flex bench to the tune of 29-18. So the Flex, they've got some issues that they need to solve here in the second half, and they've got some issues they need to work on here through the remainder of the season if they're going to go for another title, because this league is no pushover, as I think everybody is starting to discover. It's a lot more competitive,
yes,
frankly, than the other league that the Flex used to be in. The players are a lot better. The coaching is, frankly, much better. And Bloomington's got to figure out a way to get through this wilderness they're in right now.
Well, and I'm sure that locker room over there for the Bloomington Flex at halftime was not good. Carnell Wiley starting to have his patience really tried, and he's tried to be patient with these guys, but it only goes so far. On the other side, I'm sure Coach Robinson for the Gateway Steam, he has to tell his guys, keep doing what you're doing, except we have to play a clean kind of a game. Some of the players with that shortened roster for the Gateway Steam kind of in a little bit of foul trouble, so you want to kind of back off of that. You've got to keep in mind, because you've got McGill with 2, you also have Jarrett with 2, and then of course Gaines with 3, and Babbitt with 3 as well. So
don't forget, coming up at 4 o'clock this afternoon, we've got the Chicago Force and Windy City Groove tangling up at the Kroc Center in Chicago. You can watch that one on the MPBA website as well. When we come back, second half action on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick. True that. All right, got it. Okay.
Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes in that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Oh, thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sport.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave?
But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that.
It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. It's a 6-point lead for the visiting Gateway Steam.
My predictions were correct, Mr. Fada. It was not a pleasant atmosphere in that locker room at halftime for the Flex.
I apologize to all the Flex family. Sorry about that half. We'll have a better half.
Carnell Wiley talking to the table staff saying, I apologize for that first half. We're going to have a better second half.
The Gateway Steam is pleased to announce its partnership with PNC Bank in St. Louis. For more information on PNC Bank and their special banking offers, please visit their website at www.pnc.com.
Steam ball to start off the second half and a 6-point lead. Lob inside to Gaines, but a foul before the shot. It's going to be on Ray Miller. That's his third. Saw Lee Fisher coming out of the locker room at halftime. He's in
with that big club on his hand.
Yeah, he had a real disappointed look on his face. He's in his warm-ups, taking his place is Raymond Jarrett. Now a 3-second call. Blue. Up and under move from the left elbow. That's no good. Gets his own rebound in a first 24. Long jump shot from the wing, no good. Rebound Sally. He kicks it out to Bocott. Justin with a little floater. That circles out. The Flex can't buy a bucket here. Sally, more hard work. The shot won't go, but he does draw the foul. See who this is on. That's on Tarvin Gaines, and that's his fourth.
That's big. That is big for Gateway. And Gaines has been one of the big players for the Gateway, and now picking up that foul here in this third quarter. You know, nothing frustrates you more than to get the ball in a high percentage position and the ball will not go in the darn bucket. And four shots there on that last possession.
So Gaines has a seat. He's replaced by Chris Babbitt. Babbitt had 6 in the first half. Second free throw by Sally is in.
Sally got it. Sally got it.
66-61 in favor of the Steam. Steam looking for their first win over the Bloomington Flex this year. Nice work by Justin Bocott on defense, and then the help from Matt Sally.
That's what Bocott has always been well known for, those quick feet and those hands on defense, and boy, it stymied a number of opponents in his career.
In fact, Gateway looking for their first win over a team not from Chicago, I believe. Now a foul on Bocott, his second.
So I need to go to 23 again, right? It's high school. Why do they score on out-of-bounds threes?
Yeah, all 5 of Gateway's wins this year have been either against the Chicago Force or Windy City Groove. Jarrett hits the second. It's 67-61. Blue inside to Sally.
Get it. There you go.
Pinballed around, Flex end up with it. Nice hustle by Sally.
It was. That really was a nice hustle by Matt.
And Sally can't corral the pass, and does along the baseline. Goes off his shin. He goes to the floor and gets it. What work by Matt Sally. C.J. Hampton can't convert. And Gateway comes away with it. Boy, that was the Matt Sally show there. All that hard work by Matt Sally goes for naught. And at the other end, Gateway misses a close-in shot. Now the fade away from the baseline. That's good by Chris Babbitt. 8-point lead for Gateway, matches their biggest of the game, 69-61. Bocott left wing. Around the screen by Sally, kicks it out to Blue. Thought about the 3, steps in. Has his floater blocked, but he draws the foul. That's going to be on Babbitt. That's his fourth.
There you go, another player for the Gateway in foul trouble. And still, it's early on in this third quarter, so there's still a lot of basketball yet to be played. Blue back at the line.
Blue, a 75% free throw shooter, books the first. 69-62.
Let's go.
Blue eyeing the second. And in.
Get in front.
Williams. Up top to Anderson. Checked by Blue between the rings. Screen by Jarrett. Bocott picks him up. And now
another turnover.
Williams steps on the sideline. So it'll be flex ball with a chance to cut into the 6-point lead.
Take care of it. Take care of it.
You could just see the frustration mounting for the flex.
And he tries to hit Ray Miller. A little too high, goes off of Ray's fingertips, out of bounds.
Trey, let's go! Fuck. Oh, gosh,
Anderson. Into the corner for Goss. Feeds the post. Here's Jarrett. Has his shot blocked by Ray Miller. Miller blocks another one. 2 blocks right there for Ray Miller. And he gets the tie up.
Yeah, so it'll be Miller and Jarrett.
Miller at 6'8", Jarrett at 6'6".
You really have to take your hats off to the Gateway team. They are a persistent team.
Double.
Now a 3 on the way from the corner. That's no good. Rebound to Goss. He follows, and he hits. 71-63. Bocott. Head to Miller. Right wing. Justin driving. Right hand won't go. Gateway comes away with it. Now a jump shot from Williams is no good. C.J. Hampton the rebound. Flex have a 2-on-1. Bocott draws the foul, and he's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be on Terrell Williams, his first.
JB will find himself back at that line. The Gateway's team is pleased to announce a partnership with Extended Stay Hotels. Extended Stay America is where the Gateway's team call home for the 2015 season. For more information on Extended Stay or booking your next hotel, please visit their website at www.extendedstay.com.
First free throw is good. Carl Montgomery checks in, as does David McKinney for Miller and Blue. Bocott hits them both. 71-65.
The Flex need a defensive stop right here on this possession.
Don't look for it. Get closer. Don't even look for it. Yes, David.
In the corner, Anderson working on McKinney. Fades away and hits. Tough shot by Jake Anderson.
Well, good, Dave. Same thing.
Now McKinney flips one up off the glass. That won't go. Rebound by Montgomery won't go, but he draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Christopher Williams. That's his fourth.
Yeah, and Montgomery will head back to that line again. The Midwest Professional Basketball Association and its members are proud to partner with the Corporate Alliance to End Partner Violence and NoMore.org. Because nearly 13 million people are stalked or assaulted by their partners every year in the U.S., it's time to say no more. to domestic violence and sexual assault. For more information on how to find support services or lend your voice to the cause, visit www.caepv.org or www.nomore.org.
Call! Work early!
Montgomery hits one. 73-66, now fouled at the other end. It's going to be on Matt Sally, his first.
Now back at the line again, Terrell Williams. Williams' first one is in.
Here we go!
Back to an 8-point lead with that free throw.
Standing. You can see it. She ain't got nobody even to send over here and talk about somebody doing it.
Gets them both.
Fuck.
Biggest lead of the game for Gateway at 75-66. It's a 9-point lead.
Wow.
Great. Yep, come on. Use it. Use
McKinney pops from 20. That rattles off. Rebound Anderson.
I think the rebounding edge is still going to belong to Gateway.
Yeah. Now Williams drives on McKinney, draws the foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line on David McKinney. That's his fourth foul.
And Williams finds himself back at the line again. I really want to find out about his sneakers. Those are an interesting Nike edition.
And that is a 10-point lead. Gets them both, and that's an 11-point lead. 77-66, 7:15 to play, third quarter. Brad Carroll getting set to check in now for Bloomington. Now the lob inside to Sally. Sally's fighting for it in the corner. He's trapped. Throws it out to Hampton. Three ball on the way. Bang! Big shot by C.J. Hampton.
That was a huge shot by C.J. Hampton.
That's the lead to 8. 77-69, 6:50 to play.
What a block.
And now at the other end, a huge block by Carl Montgomery. And now Bocott ties up number 10, Raymond Jarrett. That's going to be a jump ball. Carroll checking in for McKinney. Bocott wins the tip to Hampton. Carroll lobs it inside. Beautiful feed to Carl Montgomery.
That was a great read by Carroll looking down low to Montgomery.
And a gorgeous touch pass as well. Now Jarrett shooting up over Carl Montgomery and hitting.
Hands up, close out.
Shot by Jarrett.
Come this way, come over.
Now Carroll driving, puts up the shot off the glass, won't go, rebound, Montgomery, and he puts it up and in.
Well, Carl Montgomery right there for the garbage, but the putback and the flex need everyone they can get.
Good attack by Brad Carroll. That's usually not what he does, but he saw the angle. Now a jump shot the other way is no good, and here come the flex. Now Carroll tried to thread the needle to Bocott, and the pass is stolen, and an easy bucket for Gateway. Back to an 8-point lead, 81-73. Now Bocott at the other end. His layup won't go. Sally the rebound. That's no good, but he draws the foul.
It's like there is a lid or something on top of that.
Yeah, you got to figure at some point that some of those are going to start rolling in. Sally will go to the free throw line when we come back. 81-73 Gateway on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. Back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. First of 2 games today on the MPBA.com. We've got the Windy City Groove and Chicago Force playing at 4 o'clock up at the Kroc Center. Here, Gateway continues to lead, 81-73 with 5:34 to play in the third. Still a lot of basketball to be played, Jim.
Well, there sure is a lot of basketball to be played, but the Flex just are not playing their style of basketball, both offensively and defensively, and I think that's what's frustrating not only to them, the coaches, and the fans, but something's got to give, because it's that time of year right now where you really don't want to be playing this way, and as we mentioned at the beginning of the game, we're looking at a 2-game losing streak that the Flex have been on, and that's something that this team's not used to.
Sally hits the second free throw, 81-74. 5:30 to play. Now Anderson driving on Hampton, kicks it into the corner. Nobody home. They're going to say that ball was tipped by the Flex. Yeah. That's why that pass sailed so far wide. Now McGill with 7 to shoot on the inbound. Gets it to Jarrett, driving on Sally. Sally smacks him on the forearm. Jarrett hits anyway. And he's going to go for the 3-point play. That's the second foul on Matt Sally.
Well, those buckets that have not been falling for the Bloomington Flex, those high percentage shots, well, they have been falling for the Gateway Steam.
Jarrett completes the 3-point play. 10-point lead again for Gateway. Carroll around the screen by Sally. Finding Montgomery into the lane, has his shot blocked. Has it slapped out of his hands. Now Sally has it. Sally goes up strong, lays it in. And now Terrell Williams gets called for a technical foul. I did not see what he did.
I didn't either, but Brad makes that one count.
So Carroll on the tee gets it down to a 7-point lead. McGill to Gaines, 3-pointer, bang. Back to 10. 87-77, 4:34 to play third quarter. Now Sally, jump hook won't go. Montgomery fighting for the rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say that's Flex ball.
24 points for Gaines, don't forget, and then you mentioned it, he's still playing with the 4 fouls.
Hampton to Montgomery, back to Hampton. Long deuce for CJ. He's got 22. Now McGill has it poked away by Sally. Gaines corrals it at half court. He spots up a long deuce. That rattles out. Rebound Carroll. Pass ahead to Bocott. And Justin circles it around from the right wing. Now CJ, 3 on the way. That's no good. Rebound Montgomery. Carl goes back up strong, gets a shot to go, and draws the foul.
That right there is the one the Flex have been looking for. And Carl Montgomery finally got it to fall an and-one situation. More importantly, cuts into this Gateway lead.
Foul is on Jake Anderson, his second. Gaines will sit down. Williams comes in. Ray Miller in for Matt Sally. 3:50 to play third quarter. Flex have cut it to 6. Free throw is no good, and so the lead will stay at 6, 87-81. McGill, guarded by Hampton around the screen. Now he pops from 20. That circles out, rebound Miller. Carroll feeding Montgomery. He spins, has it pulled out of his hands, but another foul called. That's going to be on Jarrett, his 4th. So Christopher Williams has 4, Chris Babbitt has 4, Tarvin Gaines has 4, Raymond Jarrett 4 for the Steam. David McKinney has 4 for the Flex. And Montgomery to the free throw line. Free throw is up. Bangs off, no good.
Well, if you'll notice, every time down the floor, the last couple of times, especially for the Bloomington Flex, offensively, that option number 1 is going inside of Montgomery for that very reason. Get that high percentage shot and another risk for a foul.
Hits the second, 87-82. Back to a 5-point lead. Now Anderson, his shot won't go over Carroll. Now here comes Bocott. Up off the glass, won't go, but a foul on Ray Miller. Now that's 4 on Miller.
Yeah, that's huge.
Just jump stop. You got everybody in the jump stop. Where's Ray? I couldn't even get him in the fucking.
Boy, this could potentially be a 4-point swing here. The Flex with a fast break opportunity did not convert, and then Ray Miller gets called for the foul. And Brandon Goss to the free throw line. And he hits.
You could kind of start to see the Flex swing that momentum their way here in the last couple of minutes.
A little bit of pressure now from Brandon Goss on Bocott. Bocott slings the pass into the corner and a little too wide for C.J. Hampton.
So it's turnovers. They will get you every time.
Turnovers and rebounds, and now the Flex with a little pressure. Curious to see after this 3rd quarter what the rebounding edge is for Gateway. Anderson working on Carroll, up and under move, and it's in. Back to a 9-point lead. 91-82. Montgomery to Miller underneath. He gets fouled and he goes to the rack and lays it in. Foul's going to be on Brandon McGill, his 3rd. Strong move by Ray Miller. Miller will go to the free throw line. When we come back, it's a 91-84 lead for the Gateway Steam on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. Back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, we're about 20 minutes from tip-off in Chicago as the Windy City Groove and Chicago Force getting set to meet for the 4th and final time up at the Kroc Center. You can watch that one live, free, and in HD on the MPBA website, thempba.com. Right here, got ourselves a pretty good one, 91-84 in favor of the Gateway Steam. They have led since late in the 1st quarter, giving up the lead only briefly in the 2nd. as Miller converts the three-point play, 91-85, down to a 6-point lead. Jump shot by Jarrett, that's short. Rebound, tip to McKinney. Flexer running. Ahead to Miller. Layup is good by Ray Miller, and he's got 11.
How about Ray Miller?
It's down to 4. 91-87, 2:05 to play third quarter. Anderson, and he travels. Justin Bocott tied him up, and Anderson traveled.
Well, here's another flex opportunity to cut into this lead.
Yeah, they got it within one several times there late in the second quarter. In fact, tied it up.
And then I think Gateway came back with two straight three-pointers.
Blue into the corner for McKinney. He steps back, thought about the jump shot. Now he feeds Montgomery. Back out to McKinney, 4 to shoot. He drives, the floater won't go. Rebound, Montgomery goes up strong. That won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Christopher Williams. That's going to be flex ball with a fresh set of downs.
Montgomery is playing like a man possessed down low. It is a physical game.
Yeah, he's got 17. Gives it right back to Blue. Blue has his shot rejected. And now Bocott with the steal. That's going to be Gateway ball.
When Justin turns on those afterburners, he is just so fast.
And he runs so effortlessly.
He does. It's gazelle-like. It's always
it really
been that
is.
way.
You watch them run sprints in practice, and it looks like Justin's not even trying, and he's still the fastest guy on the floor. Jim, we've talked about on previous broadcasts as it's a 8-second violation against the Gateway's team. We talked about Coach of the Year in the MPBA, and you look at the leaders, you look at Al Grushkin, and you look at Chris Dalio in Champaign, even Carlnell Wiley here. But if you look at the turnaround that Darrell Robinson has engineered for the Steam, as Montgomery tries to tip one back in, won't go. Ray Miller gets fouled on the way up. Good work by the big men by the flex.
He makes it so hard. Ray Miller down low. It is just one of those games, especially as this one continues to go. But going back to your Coach of the Year, you know, again, I think we've talked about not only the great talent up and down player-wise in the league, but I think it goes to show when you're having this kind of a heated discussion over Coach of the Year, and there are so many names in there.
Yeah.
That goes to show that you also have a great league of coaches as well.
Gateway, after starting off 1-9, have won 4 in a row. They're looking for their 5th in a row here as Miller misses the second free throw. 91-88, down to 3.
Close it!
And now a foul. It's going to be on Trey Blue. That's his 3rd. 1:01 to play third quarter.
Well, Cheeks Bar and Grill in Bloomington is the official Road Watch headquarters for Flex Basketball. It is located in the Tawanda Plaza and features some of the best food and drink specials in town. Cheeks shows every Flex road game live and in high definition on their 80-inch flat screen. Cheeks Bar and Grill, a proud partner with Flex Basketball.
Both free throws good. 93-88.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
The final minute of this third quarter.
Now Montgomery. His shot is no good. Rebound McGill. If you're the Flex, you hope the Steam don't go on a little run like they did at the end of the first half. And a long jump shot there by Goss.
And as soon as you say that, I'll tell you, this team is something else.
Miller kicks it out to McKinney. He pops from 20. That's no good. Rebound batted around. Montgomery couldn't corral it, and it's going to be steam ball. Brad Carroll will check in for Bloomington.
It's going to be about a 2-second difference, Craig, between the shot clock and the game clock.
So the Flex should get the ball again.
Get it, stop!
But Gateway can get it back to 9 or 10 on this possession. Oh, and a beautiful move by Jake Anderson. He had Trey Blue all confused.
Well, there you go. Back to it.
Wow, what a move by Anderson.
Finish!
Now Blue falls over, gives it to Bocott. One to shoot, puts it up. Can't get the 3-ball to go, and that's how the third quarter is going to end. 9-point lead for the Gateway Steam, 97-88. We're back with fourth quarter action right after this on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that. All right. Okay. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes and that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, start of the fourth quarter, the Gateway Steam with a 9-point lead over the Bloomington Flex. 97-88, the Flex have lost 2 in a row. This would be the first time in their history that they lost 3 in a row. They've never lost more than 4 games in a season. This would be their 5th loss. The Gateway, in their franchise inaugural season, are 5-9, winners of 4 in a row, looking for their 5th win in a row.
Well, let's see if this is the quarter that the Flex put all aspects of the game together.
Sally, strong move. Taking a look at some third quarter stats. Tarvin Gaines has 24 for the Steam. CJ Hampton 22 for the Flex. Now Bocott strong to the bucket.
And here come the Flex again, drawing the lead just within 5.
Oh, and a big block by Ray Miller, but they're going to call Miller on the foul. That's 5 on Ray. Checking that rebounding edge that we talked about. Gateway only with a 2-rebound edge through 3 quarters, 36-34, so the Flex really picked it up on the glass in the third quarter. Matt Sally and Justin Bocott each with 7 rebounds. Gaines and Jarrett 7 apiece for the Steam. Taking a look at the rest of the leading scorers, Gateway with 5 players in double figures. Anderson with 12, McGill with 16, Terrell Williams with 13, and Lee Fisher had 10 in the first half before he went out with a possible broken hand. Justin Bocott with 11 for Bloomington, Miller with 12, Sally with 14 points, and Carl Montgomery with 17. First free throw is good, second free throw is no good, 98-92. And now a foul on Terrell Williams, that's his second.
There seems to be a little problem with the continuity as far as the Flex concerned on offense, and that's something they kind of talked about.
Now Sally high off the glass, that won't go. Ray Miller the tip! Down to 4, 98-94.
That's illegal. That's illegal.
Now Williams.
Another turnover for
Yeah, tried
Steam.
to find Christopher Williams on the baseline, but the pass whipped behind his head. Now Now Justin Bocott turns it over as he tries to dribble through traffic. And it's an easy bucket for Gateway, 100-94.
That's something you don't see very often in Justin Bocott turning the ball over in the backcourt.
Now Miller draws the foul and gets the shot to go. Talk about a man possessed. Fouls on Christopher Williams, that's his 5th.
Talked about in our pregame the play of Ray Miller, and that it's just that kind of energy and level that he brings to the game. There's just something about Miller.
Ray Miller's got 16, going for 17. Now Tarvin Gaines comes back in. Free throw's no good, but Justin Bocott gets the rebound.
Great hustle by JB.
Now Blue lines up the 3. Can't hit it. That is not Trey Blue's shot. Now the pass tipped by Ray Miller. He is all over the place today. Now Bocott underneath to Miller. He goes glassing in. Back down to 2. As Ray Miller has 18 points. Timeout on the floor. We will take it as well. This is the MPBA.com.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sport.
(100-98) at U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. Craig Fada, Jim Ahart. Gateway has led most of this one since they took the lead in the first quarter. But the Flex have drawn to within 2 with 10 minutes to play in regulation. They are just about getting set for tip-off in Chicago as the Chicago Force and Windy City Groove meet for the last time up at the Kroc Center. Both of those teams still alive in the playoff race.
You bet they are.
But they need to start racking up some wins.
Where has the season gone, Mr. Fada? Has it gone by quick or what?
Yeah, you blink and all of a sudden we're talking about playoffs. Williams working on Miller. Now, pass inside denied by Matt Sally with 5 to shoot. They were trying to get Gaines on the feed from McGill.
That was good defense by Matt Sally.
23. Yes.
Now the jump shot baseline circles out. Rebound.
That'll be Flex basketball.
Yeah, it goes out of bounds. That'll be Flex ball. They can tie it here for the first time since it was tied at 58 with about 2 minutes left in the first half. Miller kicks it out to Hampton. Now Bocott. He puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebound Goss. McGill. Across to Williams. Feeding Gaines. Now back to Williams. Across to McGill. He's driving on Blue. Has it blocked by Miller.
Great defense.
That's 4 blocks for Ray Miller by my count. Now Bocott over to Ray. Scoop layup, and that's good for Ray Miller.
Well, you wanted it tied up, Mr. Fada. You got it.
Ray Miller has 20 points, and now Terrell Robinson wants timeout. Ray Miller having the game of his life. 20 points in a starting role with Anthony Slack out. 8:51 to play.
It's full timeout. We're going to keep it here.
We will keep it here.
Right. The St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateways team are pleased to announce their partnership with Center Street St. Louis. Center Street St. Louis is the official practice facility of the St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateways team, and offers different sports leagues, including basketball and baseball. For more information on Center Street St. Louis, please visit their website at www.centerstl.com.
Center St. Louis will actually be hosting a game between the Gateways team and the St. Louis River Sharks next weekend, I believe. Both those teams call Family Arena their home, but they're going to be playing a charity game. It will benefit charity. It's an official game, but they will be hosting it at Center St. Louis.
Well, it's hard to believe that a week from today, I believe, Mr. Feda, we are looking at the final regular season home game. We talked about how fast the season has flown by. How does that grab you? A week from today, the final regular season home game.
Anderson working on Blue. 10 to shoot. Williams over to Goss. Now back to Williams. Now Gaines pops from 20 and hits over Matt Sally.
Gaines has had it all game long.
He's got 26, leading scorer in the game. Bocott feeding Sally. He's working on Gaines. Goes baseline. Strong off the glass, won't go. Rebound tap to Bocott. Now a three from CJ. That's no good. Rebound batted around. And Gateway comes away with it.
Good right! Good right!
Now Williams. Gateway gives it up. Trey Blue with the easy layup. And we're tied again at 102.
Yes, Ray! Sally, we got you.
It's going to get interesting.
Now McGill driving. His dunk attempt over Sally won't go. Flex ball. They can take the lead here. Trey Blue with the easy layup, and he gives the Flex the lead at 104-102 with 7:32 to play. That's the first lead of the game for the Bloomington Flex, as Justin Bocott draws his third foul. Since the Flex led 38-37 with 10:08 to play in the second quarter. Bloomington tied it at 58. And then again at 100. Anderson hits the first. Hits the second, and we're tied up again at 104.
Hey! 41! Come here! 41!
Fans getting their money's worth out of this ball game, Craig Feda.
Blue driving. Kicks it to Bocott. Thought about the three. 10 to shoot. Now in traffic. Off the glass and good.
Stops! We gonna count them right now. 3 of them. Here's the game.
Anderson.
You get 3 of them. Where's his help?
Runs over Bocott, and Justin Bocott draws the charge, and that's 3 fouls on Anderson.
Nice job by JB.
You heard Carnell Wiley yelling in the background, this is the ball game. If you get 3 stops here, we're going to count them. That's 1. Now Chris Babbitt coming in for Brandon Goss. McKinney back in with 5 fouls for the Flex. Beg your pardon, he's only got 4. Bocott right wing, looking for Montgomery. Cross-court pass to Blue.
Listen, Montgomery wants that ball.
Oh, yes, he does. 6 to shoot, around the screen by Montgomery. Blue flips it up to Bocott. Whoa, what a shot by Justin Bocott.
That was unbelievable.
4-point lead on the one-timer. Now Williams up over Montgomery. That won't go.
There's stop number
Ball
2.
saved inbounds to the flex. That is stop number 2. Bocott high up off the glass, won't go, but he draws the foul on Anderson. That's 4 on Jake Anderson. Bocott will go to the free throw line with 6:10 to play. What a ball game we have here.
Yes, it is.
They are underway in Chicago, the Force, with an early 4-2 lead.
Absolutely, I do.
Chicago looking to stay alive in the playoff race. Windy City looking to try to get into that 4th position. Free throw rattles out.
See if Justin can get this second one.
Bocott's second free throw is good, 109-104. That's a 5-point Bloomington lead with 6:05 to play. Now a long deuce from the corner is good by Babbitt.
Pulls the steam to within 3.
McKinney feeding Montgomery. He's guarded by Gaines. Spins. Underhand shot won't go. Gets his own rebound. Flex swing it around. 7 to shoot, and McKinney will go to the free throw line. Another foul on Jake Anderson. All of a sudden, he's got 5.
McKinney will.
Boy, the flex got a break there when Montgomery flipped that ball up, hit the bottom of the backboard, and he caught it.
Yeah. McKinney now at the line. His first one is good. Flex Basketball is proud to partner with 5.com this season. 5.com provides state-of-the-art data facilities, security, and stable website or app hosting for any size or scale. A5 invites you to see A5 and see what they can do to get your website and app to the next level.
McKinney hits them both. 111-106. Oh, and Justin Bocott gets called for the foul, his 4th, as he was guarding the ball on its way up the court.
It goes right again. We got it right now.
Flex looking for that 3rd stop. Gateway looking for a bucket. McGill to inbound. Gets it to Babbitt.
Hey, we're in red. Let's go red. Let's go red.
Now Gaines for 3. Bang! Wow. Tarvin Gaines. Gets Gateway to within 2.
He's been unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
He's got 29. McKinney to Blue between the rings. Back to David. He thought about the 3. Trying to get Montgomery underneath. Shot by McKinney, no good. Rebound Gaines in St. Louis, or rather Gateway can tie here.
Let's get it.
McGill, his shot won't go. Rebound ripped out of there
by
Montgomery,
rebound.
yeah. Blue into the front court. He accelerates, goes to the glass and in. Good take by Trey Blue.
Nice little coast-to-coast move by Trey Blue. Just got it and took it right to the bucket.
Williams to Anderson.
Rebound! Rebound!
He goes up over Montgomery. Scoop layup won't go. Rebound McKinney. And David slows it up. And Carlnell Wiley wants timeout. 4:14 to play. The Flex nursing a 4-point lead, 113-109. We're back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. Back at U.S. Cellular Coliseum, 113-109, a Flex lead with 4:14 to play. What did you hear in the timeout, Jim?
Well, it's they're going to work on some offense here as far as working the ball down low again. They know that they've got some of these steam and some foul trouble, and it's going to be consistently working down low. But if you've got that open shot on the outside, you're going to take it.
Bocott driving. He draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Terrell Williams. That's his third. Bocott to the free throw line.
Try to lead or capitalize on this Flex lead. Bocott getting her done.
First free throw for JB is good. It's a 5-point Flex lead.
I think these next couple of possessions down the floor for the Gateway Steam are going to be huge.
6-point Flex advantage now with 4:05 to play. Williams bringing it up against Bocott. Now to the wing. For Anderson, around the screen by Gaines. Tough drive to the bucket by Jake Anderson. 115-111.
See how they work it down low.
Block left side, out to McKinney. Now Bocott driving. Hit from behind, no call, but he gets it to go. Tough shot by Justin Bocott, 117-111. Bocott all of a sudden has 22. Now Anderson driving on Bocott. Good defense by Justin, but a great shot by Jake Anderson. Flex will be glad to trade baskets here on out.
Timeout.
And now Bocott's hurt at the other end of the floor.
You guys are so inconsistent with it. You guys told me that he's hurt.
So Bocott down on the floor.
I didn't even see what happened with Justin.
Yes, sir.
I didn't see what happened. And then David McKinney got trapped along the sideline.
Yes, sir. I can't. I'm still trying to win the game.
And so Wiley calls timeout.
Yeah,
We'll take a break here with 3:04 to play. Flex lead 117-113. We're back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
All of us, we're coming together. My bad. That's me. But come here.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave?
But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that.
It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
Justin Bocott was up and left the court under his own power. He was holding his back a little bit. He's not even leaving the game. Carnell Wiley took timeout, so Bocott did not have to leave.
Yeah, but Bocott came right over and told Coach, I'm good. I can stay in the game.
Now Hampton gives it up underneath. Babbitt does well to hang on to the ball in traffic. Now Anderson goes, and he's tied up by C.J. Hampton. That's going to be a jump ball. Good defense by the Flex.
D, let's go. Trey, take this, huh?
So it's Hampton jumping against Anderson. Flex win the tip. Bocott's got it. Justin holds it up. Justin takes it all the way. And the Flex coaches and Trey Blue are wanting him to pass it out to McKinney. McKinney's shot won't go. Bocott the rebound. Now they've got to choose some clock here.
Nice job by Justin Bocott. You want to talk about some hustle play by JB? My goodness, that was it.
I think Justin just wanted to show that he was okay on that drive, even though Wiley wanted him to take some time. Sally's turnaround jump hook wouldn't go, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be flex ball with the first 24.
Yeah, that's
2:13 to play.
Getting that fresh shot clock in possession of the ball. As you're saying, that's exactly what they want to do, is eat a little bit of this clock up.
Blue has his pocket picked. Nicely done by Terrell Williams. Now Gateway has a 2-on-1, and Chris Babbitt finishes.
What is he doing back?
1:17, 1:15, 2 minutes to play.
And the
now
Flex,
Ray Miller getting up for Bloomington.
Flex fans starting to make a little bit of noise.
The Gateway Steam Bench making some noise too. Hampton, block left side. Right side, beg your pardon. Up and under move. That won't go. Rebound Sally. Tip to Hampton. That's no good. Sally keeps it alive. And that's going to be a foul on Matt Sally.
You talk about some hustle play by Chris Babbitt.
Yeah, everybody was hustling into there for that
That
one.
was a physical possession.
That's 3 on Sally. Minute 36 to play. Flex nursing a 2-point lead.
And Babbitt will head to the charity stripe to cut into this 2-point lead.
I think it's the first in the last 2 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah, it's going to be
okay,
ball
good.
out of
Okay.
bounds, yeah.
I was wondering, it's because Babbitt was going to the line and the players were all lining up. Five fouls on Ray Miller.
So Anderson gets it to Gaines. His shot over Sally is good, and we're tied at 117.
About 31 for Mr. Gaines.
Bocott. Around the screen by Miller. Shot off the glass is up and in. And now we've got a foul on David McKinney. That's his 5th. Going to the free throw line is Jake Anderson. He's an 84% free throw shooter on the season. The Flex with a 2-point lead and 1:02 to play.
Gateway Steam are pleased to announce a partnership with PNC Bank in St. Louis. For more information on PNC Bank and their special banking offers, visit their website at pnc.com.
Both free throws are good, and we're tied at 119. McKinney, inside of a minute to play. Miller. And C.J. Hampton up over Tarvin Gaines. 121-119 with 48.5 to play.
You see a little bit of full court pressure here now put on by the Flex. I think it's a great idea.
Anderson working on McKinney. McKinney's got 5 fouls. Goes up over Miller, and the shot won't go. McKinney into the front court. Circles it around. Flex going to chew some clock now. Bocott near half court. Guarded by Goss. 10 to shoot, 25 on the game clock. Justin. Step back jump shot from outside the free throw line. No good, but Ray Miller's there for the rebound. Gets fouled from behind, and Miller's going to go to the free throw line to try to ice this one.
Yeah, these are big free throws here for Ray.
Fouls on Terrell Williams, his 4th.
Come on, Ray. Yes, sir, Ray. That's what I'm talking about.
Ray Miller, line shooting.
First free throw by Miller is no good. Second free throw by Miller is out. And it's Gateway ball with 14 to play and a foul called.
That's going to be it for Miller.
On Ray Miller. No, it's going to be on.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be on Ray Miller. They initially held up a 4-2. That's going to be it for Ray Miller. He's going to foul out with 20 points. And now Gateway has a chance to tie at the free throw line with 13.5 to play. Now Carl Montgomery comes in for the flex. Career high for Ray Miller. Now Terrell Williams, a 79.7% free throw shooter on the season. Hits the first.
I'm going to call one now in advance.
Can Miller hit the second and tie it up with 13.5 to play? He does. We are tied at 121.
Let's take a timeout. What do you say, Mr. Feda? This is going to be interesting.
Let's indeed take a timeout with 13.5 to play. We're back. No, we'll keep it here.
20.
It's only at 20. We will keep it here. Let's reset things. Each team with one timeout left, each team in the bonus. We are tied at 121 with 13.5 seconds to play.
Central Illinois Orthopedic Surgery and the Neuro-Ortho Rehab Center are proud to be the official surgical and rehab facilities for Flex Basketball. Dr. Brett Keller and his partners pledge to provide the highest quality of orthopedic and preventative care possible, as well as offering the best rehabilitation services in the area. Central Illinois Orthopedic Surgery and the Neuro-Ortho Rehab Center, keeping the muscle in Flex Basketball.
Craig Feda, Jim Ahart here at U.S. Cellular Coliseum. We've got a dandy. We're tied at 121, 13.5 seconds to play. Bloomington Flex have not seen overtime since 2013. Hampton to inbound. Gets it to Bocott. Shot clock is off.
$13.5, I believe.
They're going to reset it to 13.5. Not sure why the play's being reset. So it's going to be Hampton to inbound. To Bocott near midcourt. Working on Goss. At 8. Bocott. Here comes the screen by Sally. Crossover dribble. Justin throws it up off the glass. That's no good. Sally with the tip. Circles out. And we're going to overtime. We are going to overtime here at U.S. Cellular Coliseum. We are tied at 121. Bonus basketball in Bloomington. We are back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. Jump ball to start overtime. Flex win the tip. Flex had a chance to ice it with 16.5 left. Ray Miller missed a pair of free throws. Now Montgomery, his hook shot won't go. Rebound Tarvin Gaines.
Wow, what a move by McGill.
123. 121. Now Montgomery, he spins his way. What a strong move by Montgomery. Montgomery's got 19. Each team gets a pair of timeouts in this 5-minute overtime. Any timeouts, a second, if you have both timeouts heading into 2 minutes, one gets converted to a 20. And now a foul on McKinney, that's going to be it for him.
Yeah, that will be it for David.
Foul number 1 is David McKinney. That is his 6th.
That will put Anderson back at the line. All tied up at 23.
Jason Anderson at the line.
And he hits the first one. 124 to 123.
Solid. Everything solid. Patient.
And he nails them both, so it's a 2-point lead now for Gateway.
Oh, and C.J. Hampton goes up.
That is just hustle by McGill.
C.J. Hampton goes up with the block, but he gets called for the foul. That's his first. Yeah, he was not going to concede that. First free throw by McGill is good.
I'm trying something, and you better make me look good. You better make me look good. This is you. Let's try it.
126, 123. Now Sally from in close.
One-point lead.
Last time the Flex were in overtime was at Sauk Valley on May 18th of 2013.
It's that dreaded Sauk Valley.
Yeah, and now Montgomery with the steal. Gets around the defender. Kicks it out to Blue. Trey drives high off the glass. That won't go. Rebound Gaines. Bocott just about steals the outlet pass. And then Blue with the foul. And that's Goss who converts it, and he's got a chance to hit the three-point play. On Trey Blue, that's foul number 4.
St. Louis Transportation is the official transportation company of the St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateway Steam. St. Louis Transportation offers a variety of transportation from luxury car services to party bus services. For more information, visit their website at www.stlouistransportation.com.
Three-point play is good. It's a 4-point Gateway lead, 129-125, 2:55 to play in overtime. In Chicago, the Groove leading the Force in the first quarter, 24-19. Three-pointer on the way for C.J. Hampton, no good, but Matt Sally's there for the rebound and the putback. Sally's got 20. That's a Flex career high for him.
This one turning into a really high-scoring affair.
Yes, it is. Now the fall away by McGill is no good, but he draws the foul. That's going to be on Blue, his 5th now. Gateway has never played an overtime game.
It puts McGill at the line.
McGill, a 75% free throw shooter, nets the first. 3-point lead for Gateway, 130 to 127. Hits them both. 4-point lead. Both coaches have removed their jackets.
It's gotten a little heated up in here, even on the ice.
Now Blue in the corner. Fabian Harris back in from Bloomington. Sally's got it low block. He goes in up over Gaines. That won't go. Tip in. That's no good. Rebound pulled out of there by C.J. Hampton, and now Sally fighting for it. It's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be flex ball. Good hustle again by Matt Sally. Hampton to inbound. Foul's going to be on Goss, his third.
JB will head back to the line.
Bocat hits the first.
Be interesting to see after this shot if they. Yeah, here we go. Here's the pressure.
131, 129 inside of 2 minutes to play in the overtime now. Gateway leads by 2. Anderson can't get his shot to go. Sally the rebound. Fabian Harris driving, draws the foul, and gets the bucket to go! Foul's going to be on Tarvin Gaines. That's his 5th. We are tied at 131, and Fabian Harris with a chance to give the Flex the lead.
Well, he just made Coach Wiley look good on that one, because that's why Fabian's in that game. He hit it. There you go.
So the Flex lead, 132-131. A minute and a half to play in overtime. Anderson working on Bocat. Justin's got 4 fouls. Baseline, gets past Bocat and Sally.
You cannot collapse like that on defense, especially on the baseline, especially in an overtime game.
Now Fabian again going to the glass, and in!
How about Fabian Harris?
Yeah, now Sally with the block shot. 3-pointer on the way from McGill is no good. Harris tracks down the rebound. Flex lead by 1. 1 minute to play. Harris at the other end has his shot blocked, goes out of bounds.
That's flex basketball.
Yeah. Boy, that went off of Brandon McGill. And they're going to say that went off of Fabian Harris. That was a clean block. It went off out of bounds off of Brandon McGill.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that handline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible.
Right now, hold up. Here we go. Stand up. You need one and you got it. Hey. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington.
a 1-point game in overtime. Flex lead 134-133.
He's out. He's out. He's out.
55.2 to play. The Flex said Gateway stepped out of bounds before they saved that. And now they're trying to get the clock squared away. Did not see the foot on the sideline. Were blocked by the scorer's table. Think they definitely missed the one at the other end on the blocked shot by McGill.
Lock up! Lock up!
And when you're just clinging to a 1-point lead in overtime, they all count.
Now Sally pokes it away. Trey Blue's got it.
That's a foul! That's a foul! Let's go! Let's go! You call it?
Fabian Harris called timeout.
Good, that was a good move by.
Yeah.
Well, that was Trey Blue, I think he called, didn't he?
No, Fabian called
did it. Good.
Fabian
Okay.
Harris
Nice
called
job.
it. Jerry Middleton telling Carlnell Wiley that he can't advance the ball. So it's a full timeout. We'll take this one. We're back in a minute on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
Boys will be boys.
Well, she was drunk.
Well, he was drunk.
She was asking for it.
He warned her.
Not my problem.
Why doesn't she just leave?
But he's such a nice guy.
He said he was sorry.
We don't talk about that.
It's just the way people are.
We're never going to fix it.
No more excuses.
No more silence.
No more violence.
It's time to end domestic violence and sexual assault once and for all.
$134-133, 46.9 to play. Flex lead and the ball.
Take care of it. Go!
Harris into the front court. Draws the foul on his way to the bucket. Fabian Harris taking over this overtime. Foul's going to be on Brandon McGill, his fourth.
You know, these are going to be a couple of big free throws right here.
37.4 to play in overtime. In the first overtime, I should say. I don't know if my voice can handle a second one.
I think you've done quite well.
Fabian books the first.
Since they haven't exactly diagnosed what kind of mysterious illness you do.
I think when the doctor came in a biohazard suit, as
You got a little nervous. There we go, 3-point lead.
136-133. And a big skying block, but a foul called. It's going to be on Justin Bocott. He got way up there for that one. On Bocott, that's foul number 5. Now McGill will go to the free throw line. That's not a bad foul there for Bocott.
No, not at all.
Free throw is up and in. Poke into the Flex record books. This may be a record for offensive scoring and points given up.
It's funny you say that. I was just wondering if there was a highest scoring game between the two teams, what that would be, because this has got to be close.
Now Fabian Harris driving, gets into the lane, throws it up, and draws the foul. And that's it. That's 6 fouls on Tarvin Gaines.
Gaines has had an unbelievable performance. What, 31 points? Wow.
So Gaines fouls out with 12.6 to play in overtime.
Jarrett
Jarrett replaces Gaines.
See if Fabian. Money.
Fabian hits the first. 137, 135.
It'll be interesting to see, following the free throw, what the Flex will do. Got a feeling it's going to be that full court pressure.
Harris swishes the second. 138, 135. Gateway takes their final timeout with 12.6 to play. Fabian Harris gives the Flex a 138-135 lead with 12.6 to play in overtime. Fabian Harris with 14 points, the bulk of them here in overtime. In Chicago, with 8:38 to play in the second quarter, the Chicago Force lead the Windy City Groove 32-28.
So another close affair early on up north.
Fans sticking around for this one. Pretty good crowd here, 572 here today on a Sunday afternoon. Lovely spring day, March Madness going on, all sorts of activities starting to fire up. 12.6 to play.
Well, this is probably the biggest defensive stand of the afternoon for the Bloomington Flex.
Jarrett to inbound, gets it to Anderson. 10 on the clock. Anderson puts up the three, and he hits it! Jake Anderson over Trey Blue, ties it up. Now at the other end, Fabian Harris puts it up, and we're going to a second overtime. We are back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
No more, it's none of my business.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was flirting with him.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, boys will be boys.
No more, I'll say something next time.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
There he goes again, mixing sauces. Hot barbecue to Parmesan garlic and back again. You're not on the same page of the playbook, are you? It's time to speak up. Next time Loverboy goes to mix, set him straight.
We're gonna stop mixing sauces now, okay? Thank you.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sport.
A miracle three-pointer by Jake Anderson over the outstretched arm of Trey Blue. Ties it up at 138 with 2.5 to play in overtime. The Flex could not get a basket to go at the other end, and we are going to double overtime here at U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington.
Well, the fans getting their money's worth here this afternoon, Mr. Fada.
They sure are. Let's look at the foul situation. Tarvin Gaines has already fouled out for Gateway. Jake Anderson has 5. Raymond Jarrett has 5. Christopher Williams has 5. David McKinney has fouled out for the Flex, as has Ray Miller. Trey Blue and Justin Bocott each with 5 for the Flex. As Brandon McGill strikes first in overtime. 140 to 138. Flex can't score. Here comes Jarrett. His shot is off the side of the rim. And that's going to be it for Raymond Jarrett. That's his 6th. 140 to 138 Gateway, just underway in the second overtime.
Well, Babbitt will come into the ball game for the Steam.
Right in there, JB.
Ocott feeding Sally. His defender falls down. Sally goes reverse, can't get it, gets the layup, and then gets tied up by Terrell Williams. That'll be 5 on Terrell Williams. He's also got a technical in the game, which does not count as a personal. It's going to be flex ball out on the side. I think my pens are running out of ink. Sally into the lane. Gets a cutting C.J. Hampton, has his shot blocked by Brandon McGill, but goes back up. Tough work by C.J. Hampton. Great work by McGill underneath to block the initial shot. Now the kick out into the corner to Babbitt is too wide, and that's going to be flex ball.
Well, let's see if they can capitalize the flex that is on this possession. Double overtime. All tied up, 140.
Now Harris can't get it in close, but Matt Sally's there for the putback. Sally's got 22.
Help him! Get over!
And then Babbitt answers.
What a back and forth affair, 142 all.
Fabian into the corner for Hampton. He drives, sees Park, and C.J. Hampton lays it in.
Let's see if they can get a defensive stop right here.
Help!
Now Jake Anderson with the drive. Fabian sees part for him. The layup won't go with the left hand. And Gateway comes away with it, looking for the lead. Now Justin Bocott the steal. He gets it ahead to Fabian Harris, and he lays it in. A lot of layups here in overtime.
A lot of layups.
Well, guys don't want to foul. Guys are tired on defense, and now Sally with the good defense there forces the miss by Babbitt.
And the coaches want those high percentage shots too. They don't want to see people launching them from downtown in overtime.
Now Harris into the front court. 10 to shoot, 2 minutes on the clock. Ocott right wing. He drives, goes to the left hand, and one! Foul's going to be on Brandon McGill. That's his 5th.
That was a great drive. That was Bocott-esque. We have seen that so many times by Justin.
Sally comes over to the bench for a quick drink. Talk about a warrior. All these guys are warriors out here for both teams. What a fantastic basketball game this has been.
Yeah, this
Ocott converts the three-point play, and it's 149-144. Oh, and a touch foul on Trey Blue as Anderson goes around him.
That's going to be it.
Yeah, that's going to be it for Trey Blue. Boy, there's been a lot more contact that hasn't been whistled. So Trey Blue will sit down. Trey's got 8 points. So now Carl Montgomery replacing C.J. Hampton. Or beg your pardon, Trey Blue.
Carl Montgomery enters the game to flex. Hey, who got 3?
149-144. Gateway to inbound. McGill's got it. 15 to shoot, guarded by Bocott. Throw it to Anderson underneath. He's picked up by Sally, and then a beautiful scoop move by Terrell Williams. Gets the shot to go, and he draws the foul. That's going to be on Matt Sally. That's his fourth. And Terrell Robinson wants to take timeout. We'll keep it here. 149, 146, 137 to play in the second overtime.
The St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateways team are pleased to announce their partnership with ATI. ATI is the official athletic training partner for the St. Louis River Sharks and the Gateways team, and they offer a variety of rehabilitation services from physical therapy and sports medicine to aquatic therapy. For more information, please visit the website at www.atipt.com. .137 left here in the second overtime. Following a free throw by Williams.
Previous flex high for points was 139, set on March 27th of 2014 against the Chicago Tide. Free throw is good. So the three-point play by Anderson.
Over. Come on, hey! Right there, over the top.
Flex chewing some clock. 2-point lead, 1:23 to play. 10 on the shot clock. Fabian. Hampton, three ball. Bang! C.J. Hampton with the tray.
That was the biggest three-pointer of the afternoon.
Gives the Flex a 5-point lead with 1:05 to play. Now Anderson to Williams. He shoots it up, and that's good. That's a two. It's a long two. Fabian walks it into the front court. The Flex with a 3-point lead. 10 to shoot. Harris goes glass and in. Now the reverse layup won't go. Justin Bocott the rebound. Fabian gets into the front court, and Gateway's got a I thought Gateway was going to foul there.
That was a good call on Carnell Wiley.
Yeah, Wiley takes timeout. We'll take one last break. 26.3 to play. We're back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. U.S. Cellular Coliseum, 26.3 to play in the second overtime. Flex leading 154-149. And yeah, Gateway's got a foul here. Chris Babbitt reaches in and draws the foul. That's his fifth, and Fabian Harris will go to the free throw line to try to salt this one away.
Great minutes from Harris here in the
Yeah,
second
in
half
overtime,
and
absolutely.
in overtime. Both of them.
The 155 points, assuming well, the Flex may score another point or two, but regardless of what the final total is, that's going to be a club record for points scored in a game. Fabian hits them both.
That's what I got you for.
As Anderson hits at the other end.
Why? Just layups.
We're going to get the clock reset.
Just step up and take charge. Just step up, take charge.
18.5 to play in the second overtime. Flex with a 5-point lead. Bocott fouled in the backcourt by Brandon Goss, his fourth. JB will go to the free throw line.
Let's go, JB.
Clutch time for Mr. JB.
Bocott can't hit. Still a 5-point lead with 16 seconds to play.
JP with a very quiet 29.
Yeah.
You know, what was I think in the first half? He didn't have.
I think he had 9.
Yeah, he didn't have very many.
Bocott hits the second.
Hey, step up.
157, 151. 16 seconds to play.
Come on.
Three-pointer. That's off. Rebound. Jake Anderson tipped out of bounds by Brad Carroll with 10.1 to play. Darrell Robinson looking for Reggie Miller.
CJ, go right to him. Go right to him.
Now a 3-ball on the way. That hits the side of the backboard, not a bounds. And partner, I think the Flex are going to escape here.
That should do it, my friend. Yep.
That is
Steve
how
Miller.
this one
What
is
a
going
game.
in. 157,
What a game.
151. What a fantastic basketball game between two hard-working teams. The Flex moved to 13-4 on the season. Gateway falls to 5-10. What a game between these two teams. We are back to look at the final numbers on this one and have a chat with the victorious coach, Carlnell Wiley. We're back on the MPBA Broadcasting Network.
Look at dude right here in them tight old slacks. Oh, look at that hairline, man. It's way pushed back. And that tie's mad ugly. It's a horrible pick. Somebody get me some pills. This dude is making me sick.
True that, true that. All right. Okay. Hold on to my clean shirts and please don't get them dirty, cause I know you're gonna drool when you hear me getting wordy. Cause I'm a walking, talking, smacking human encyclopedia. You thought I'd stop there, but now I'm getting greedier. I'm a promotion in motion, and by now you got the notion that I got strategic plans coming out my ears. My key points and decks will bring y'all to tears. Turning pennies into dimes, I shift paradigms. But how you gonna let a marketing rep rip your rep and slip adept rhyme schemes and that your mind only dreams in? I bet you all wonder why my rhyme is so tight. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Thanks.
Stay smart. Stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. A double overtime victory for the host Flex, and it was a victory they desperately needed after having dropped their previous 2 games to the Champaign Swarm and St. Louis River Sharks. Gateway came into U.S. Cellular Coliseum winners of 4 in a row, and they matched the Flex bucket for bucket, but it was Fabian Harris in overtime that really took the game over for the Flex, and they were able to pull away for a 157-151 win. Before we look at the final numbers on this one, let's welcome in the head coach of the Bloomington Flex, Carnell Wiley Jr., and a lovely guest along with him, Coach Wiley. Boy, you guys really needed this one, and you guys really gutted it out in the second half.
We did. We played together. You know what? Sometimes that's what we need, huh? Just need a little bit of that extra push. But, God, dog, come on, 2 overtimes?
How about the play of Ray Miller in regulation? Ray Miller, a career-high 22 points on 10 of 11 shooting from the floor. What got into Ray?
Hey, great coaching decision. Thank God my daughter's here with me. She made that decision for me. But, no, you know what? Ray is a local. I mean, he's been here with the franchise for a minute. He's deserved it. He's played his butt off. Probably one of the most athletic guys we got in the doggone league here. Just gave him a shot here.
And how about Matt Sally? 22 points and 16 rebounds. What a warrior the big man was down the stretch. He did so much dirty work. How many times did he go to the floor tonight?
Beast. And that's what we were talking about. We got to get to the 50-50 balls. And guys, just understanding our rookies got to play vet ball, play with the vets. You know, the vets are here for a reason. And sometimes it makes my job really, really easy for these guys to be taught and coached as well on the floor, and not just always hearing Coach Wiley's voice.
Justin Bocott with a double-double, 30 points and 11 rebounds for Bocott. He had it. He did not have an easy go of it tonight. 8 of 21 from the floor, but look at the free throws. 14 of 16 for JB from the stripe. And, you know, JB's free throw shooting, that may have been the difference in this one.
Thank God. For about time our free throw shooting is coming up, but Justin Bocott is a gamer, you guys. We all know that. That kid is, when the lights is on, it's time to play ball. It's good to see my team play that hard.
C.J. Hampton had 31 points, but talk about Fabian Harris in overtime.
There was a gutsy call there. I went with it. It was late, but you know what? It was just what I needed, that energy and that spark at that time. You know what I mean, Craig?
How about the great shot by Jake Anderson at the end of the first overtime to tie it up? What was going through your mind when he put that? Trey Blue had great defense on him, and it was nothing but net by Anderson.
You know what you say? You kind of don't want to overcoach the thing. You say, hey, should I foul him and go to the free throw line and do that? But you know what? At that particular time, I'm going to pull an Eric Musselman out. I didn't think I had too much rebounding in the game to do that play. Okay, so I understand that. And you know what? Carnell Wiley is not a traditional coach. I will say that. Huh, Aaliyah?
Yeah. All right, yeah. You want to introduce your guest here?
I have my beautiful daughter with me. Aaliyah is here, and I needed her. I needed her more than anything. Thank you, Craig.
Well, thank you, and your daughter is indeed quite lovely. Why don't we get a picture here of the two of you before you guys head into the locker room and celebrate with your team?
Thank you.
And again, a huge win, 13-4 for the Flex, moving into well, it's really a jumble up there at the top of the MPBA standings right now. There's a game going on up in Chicago, and it's going to be just down to the wire through the rest of the season. We'll be back with a final look at the numbers. Coach Wiley and his lovely guest, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We're back in a minute on the MPBA Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington. Once again, the final score, 157-151. The Flex beat the Gateway Steam in double overtime. Let's look at the numbers on this one. For the Steam, Jake Anderson, 31 points. Tarvin Gaines, 31. Brandon McGill, 27. Terrell Williams, 20. Chris Babbitt, 14. Brandon Goss, 11. Lee Fisher, 10. Raymond Jarrett had 6. Christopher Williams had 1. Curtis Mosley Jr. played but did not score. For the Bloomington Flex, C.J. Hampton had 31. Justin Bocott had 30. Matt Sally, 22. Ray Miller, career-high 22. Fabian Harris, 21. Carl Montgomery with 19. Trey Blue, 6. David McKinney, 5. Brad Carroll, 1. A.J. Hardiman played but did not score. Tarvin Gaines, the leading rebounder for Gateway, with 10. Jarrett and McGill each had 7. Matt Sally, 16 boards for the Flex. Justin Bocott, 11. Carl Montgomery, 9. Ray Miller racked up 6 more. Taking a look at some of the other numbers, 17 turnovers for Gateway, just 10 through 2 overtimes for the Flex. That's taken care of the ball. 10 turnovers through 6 periods of play for Bloomington. Gateway with 3 blocks, the Flex with 8. Justin Bocott had 3 of those. And 12 assists for Gateway, 14 for the Flex. But Bloomington desperately needed this one, Jim. They did not want to get 3 losses in a row.
Well, and not only 3 losses in a row, but this was a game that they were going to be without their big man, Slack. You often wonder, in looking back, how this game would have turned out if Slack would have been in that lineup. That being said, you also wonder how the overtimes would have turned out if Gaines would have been in there for the Steam, because let me tell you something. The Gateway Steam tonight proved why they are one of the hottest teams in the league. They have got some talent, and they are going to cause some damage before all is said and done at the end of this regular season.
For my partner, Jim Ahart, and everybody at Coach's Aid and Sport Engine and the Bloomington Flex and Gateway Steam and the Midwest Professional Basketball Association, I'm Craig Fada saying so long from U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, where once again the Flex come away with a double overtime victory, 157-151 over the Gateway Steam. Thanks again for being with us. Jimmy, take us home.
We will see you at the game.